All righty. What is going on, fellas? We are back. This is the home stretch. We got about a week and a half until actual football. We don't have to watch, trying to think who's the most irrelevant preseason player that's playing significant football right now. Danny, I'll give you a name right now. Like I'm thinking like Zach Zenner types.
Oh man. I don't even know who I could refer to. I guess I mentioned this to you today. I can see Miles Sanders getting cut because there's a little bit of a resurgence of the Mafia is what they're calling it at a Cowboys camp right now.
That's crazy. If you
Mafia.
guys have to hype up Phil Maffa, who was Will Shipley's backup, who also isn't good, that's not a good situation to be in. But we're gonna rip some puppy drafts here. We do have a big announcement as well for those of you guys that are hoping to get in a league with us. The new listener league. The form is live right now for those of you guys that want to get in the league. It's a little confusing, so let me just quickly break it down. The amount of entries that you get into the league will depend on a couple of things. You get 5 entries if you're an annual Mother Flocker subscriber on Flock Fantasy with code FSE. Pretty straightforward. You get 4 entries if you've used our Underdog Fantasy promo code in the last calendar year, aka January 1st, 2025 and beyond. You have had to sign up, make a play, and deposit on the site at least $10. You'll get 3 ballots if you're a season pass holder with promo code FSE. So a lot of you guys probably bought the season pass for the year. You get 3 ballots for that. You get 2 ballots if you are a monthly subscription, and you get 1 ballot if you submit for free and you're just, wanting a chance to get into the league without doing anything. You do actually have a chance to still get in. I think in our last listener Dynasty League, like 1 or 2 people, I believe, got in for free without doing anything. So don't say we never give anything away for free, because that will be a possibility for you. And it also stacks too. So if you are an annual Mother Flocker and you used our Underdog code this year, you get 9 entries. If you have a season pass and you
what we call value
this year, you get 7 entries. So you got a really good chance of getting in if you've done all that kind of stuff. And speaking of Underdog, let me put the right overlay on the screen right now. That code is down at the bottom there. And in about 5 seconds, we're going to join a Puppy 4 draft. So for those of you guys that want to join the draft with us, head to the Underdog Fantasy main lobby, go to the Puppy 4. It's just a $5 to enter draft. And of course, if you guys are new, you see the promo code down below it, promo code FSE here. So let's get into it, fellas. I'm getting real excited. I want to draft more teams until we get wrapped up with the summer here.
Yep, for sure. We got should have gone a 3rd running back instead of Hunter. Is this in reference to a video? Because when I took Hunter in the Flock League, it was at 411. Maybe he's referencing a video.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that reference is to.
I just flatly disagree
maybe
with this.
Assuming we're going to take Travis Hunter.
Yeah. That's a good point. We do have a 1-1, so maybe we could take him here.
Yeah, we definitely could. Definitely could.
I just flat out disagree. Hunter and Ricky, same tier. They're not even within 2 or 3 tiers of me. Like, quite frankly, I have Travis Hunter as a mid-wide receiver too. So, also, like, you're acting like from an opportunity bundle standpoint, you have to take a running back. Like, I could just take 2 wide receivers in this scenario.
Yeah. Also, if you want to, how there's like inflammatory language out there, Danny seeing the words Travis Hunter in the chat will automatically get your comment put on the screen.
Yeah. I mean,
no chronological order was consulted there before Danny put that comment on there. He just saw Hunter and he just laser focused to it.
I read your 2 other comments, so I'll quickly read this. We have 2 videos on the channel. Picks 9 through 12 strategy, sleeper strategy. That'll get you sorted. 2 hours. Looks like you got something to binge watch.
There you go. And the number 1 draft strategy video I did a couple weeks ago would also be pretty helpful because I was picking at the end of the board there. Jamar Chase, pretty easy, straight and forward here.
Yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. I guess we can go through some comments while we're here. One of my leagues, I started CD, Chase, Brown, Hampton, wide receivers for the next 4 rounds. Had the option to go Ricky P as my wide receiver 6 or JCM as my RB3. Oh, is he Okay, maybe that's what happened. He's saying for this guy, he should have taken a running back instead of Hunter. I'm perfectly fine. You have a double hero there, Chase, Brown, and Hampton. You fill out your depth at that point. I'm not hard looking at, oh, shoot, I should have grabbed a running back here or there. I'm looking at it. I have the best wide receiver core in the league and 2 running backs I trust.
Yeah, I'm more than fine having Chase Brown and Amari Hampton as the 2 guys that I have. Like, maybe I'd want like a Tracy or an ETN to go along with Hampton because he might not start out like the hottest in the entire season because he's a young rookie running back. But for the most part, I'm very much fine with those guys as my 2 running backs to start.
Yep, for sure. Has anything changed, Corey? That's the ultimate question here.
That's what we're here to find out.
I guess we are here to find out. I mean, some stuff has changed in the Flock League. If you guys haven't already seen the trade video, myself and Corey were both involved in that video. A video that, less than 2 days posted so far, already had almost 140,000 views. So appreciate you guys for that support. But man,
I'm just so excited to see the in-season stuff, man. If you guys are this excited about a trade that we made at a meetup, I'm ecstatic to see the type of support you guys can show for like when there's actually stuff going on during the season.
Oh yeah, no, it's exciting, man. It's exciting. I'm not used to being the fan favorite in the comment section for once. I'm used to being the heel, but a lot of you guys seem to enjoy Drunk Lad just wheeling and dealing his whole team.
Yeah, and Arthur's giving you some props. He says double fleece Danny. Now, okay, you're not going to hear me admit this very often, but I do think Danny won that trade because I love that you have multiple. Like if I was analyzing that trade as someone who was not in it, I would say it's great that you got multiple outs to that deal. Samson and Bigsby could be huge sleepers for you. Yeah. In my opinion, Kenneth Walker and Worthy are more or less a wash, and Zay Flowers and Emeka Egbuka are more or less a wash. My side of that trade makes a lot more sense after the other trades that I made. So you'll see what
you guys will see that.
My team after I made it, and I did have some inside knowledge specifically on Tony Pollard. I'll just put it that way. Tony Pollard was the guy that I specifically had inside knowledge on that I might be able to move in a future deal, and it ended up making out for a better situation for me. But yes, at face value, Danny won that trade, and I can admit that even as someone who made the trade. I kind of regretted it a little bit after I made it with you.
Dude, I know how it worked, right? So I made the deal with Mason. Keep in mind, you'll see in the negotiations, initially it was Josh Allen plus Josh Jacobs for Drake London plus Jaden Daniels. But I worked around it because I'm like, if I can somehow agree or get Mason to agree to giving me Zay Flowers, I knew I could go immediately to you and flip him. So that's what you'll see in the deal. Like I was working with him. I'm like, how can we get Jaylen Warren involved? And he's like, oh, I would need Stephon Diggs. And I'm like, if you throw me back Flowers, I'll give you ETN. Because I knew inherently if I got Flowers, I was literally going to call you over and say, hey, let's talk business. Let's talk a deal. Because you had Lamar, and I know you're the highest on Zay Flowers than anybody in the league.
Yeah, you're not going to find a single person higher on Zay Flowers than I am. So yeah, it made sense. And I also was so motivated to make that deal because I have Jackson already too. Even though I had Bateman and Andrews, I was not shying away from it. What do we want to do here? Hampton?
Hear me out. You down for Hampton and Jackson here?
Yeah, I'm down for Hampton and Lamar.
Yeah, let's fucking roll.
Yeah, we got to find a way. I mean, the Puppies time box contest, obviously, so I'm not as worried about closing line value on Amari and Hampton for people who got him in the mid third, late third, early fourth of Best Ball Mania. That's something you maybe have to factor in a little bit, is that when you're taking Amari and Hampton at pick 24, yes, he might still be a good pick there, but reasonably, there's a lot of teams that got him later. But in a time box contest, the Puppy only went live a couple days ago, so...
And I think it's unique because a lot of teams that have the Jamar Chase, they're not going to take Lamar Jackson at the 2-3 turn. They're going to think, oh, I'm going to see if Joe Burrow's going to fall back to me, or inherently they'll go with like a Kyler Murray week 17 correlation, or they'll just flat out punt quarterback altogether. Or in fact, the other combo that I've seen is people pairing up Jalen Hurts plus Devonta Smith on that 4-12-5-1. I just don't think a lot of teams are going to have Lamar Jackson in the spot.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's really possible. I have a couple teams I know for sure that I got the Devontae Smith Hurts at the 4-5 or the 4-12 and 5-1. One thing I just had a comment that I was interested in, and now I just forgot it. Oh, I just remembered it. Shout out to us. We've been working our whole lives to have a channel with 69,000 subscribers. So shout out to, we literally hit it like 10 minutes before we went live. So shout out to you guys. Very nice indeed. Very nice.
Great success. No, fuck. You remember the comedy show that one girl just pulled out the Borat routine just out of nowhere?
Yeah. Class is in session in the 10 mistakes video. This was just mentioned at 0.7, I think. What did we do?
Oh, no.
What'd I do?
What we do wrong, bro?
Let's take a look at the chat here. We got a little roll call. We got some time. Spicy's in the chat, of course, drafting for the back seat here. H, what's going on?
What's up, Hoves? That's Hoves.
What's up, Lennox?
H is Hoves.
What's up?
H is Hoves. I saw it in the profile pic.
Oh, easy? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
My Canadian brethren, Danny Fleece and Cat's already in the flock. I will say you did absolutely do a number on Mason. That I can admit. Like I said, I admit wholeheartedly that you won the trade by 5-10% against me, but I think you bent Mason over a table and showed him the 50 states.
I think a lot of people are valuing it because there are people like, oh, Mason killed him. It's like, I think some people are just valuing Josh Jacobs and Drake London in the same tier. Like, dude, it's a difference between the top of the third, late second versus the early second round for me. I'm willing to pay a little bit of extra if it means I can get Drake London on top of that. Dude, that's my wide receiver too.
Exponential change too. When you have a player in the early second versus the late second, it's not just like, oh, it's 6 picks of difference. No, it's like at the top of the board, it's like a pretty large value over replacement exponential curve there.
It could be the difference between 20 points per game and 17.5 points per game. And I'll take that. Honestly, I think Drake London is going to be a top 19 plus, 19.5 plus point per game scorer this year.
Hey, welcome to Drake London Hive. All it took for you is to defend the fact that you have him. So.
It's honestly just, dude, he's one of the 9 wide receivers I think can consist as a wide receiver 1 in fantasy this year. I think him and Amon are the bar.
I said some shit that you thought was crazy a couple of months ago, where I was like, it wouldn't shock me if Drake London outscored every receiver in fantasy outside of like maybe Chase and the top 3 guys. Like I think he could outscore Neighbors. I think he can outscore Puka. I think he could outscore Collins.
My thing was only defending Collins, because I think as much as I love London, if I got an offer right now for Nico Collins, I'll take Nico Collins.
I mean, yeah, but like in PPR formats, I think you can make the argument that London could outscore him even if both players play 17 games.
Yeah, no, I think that's very reasonable. Again, he's my wide receiver 8. I would prefer him over Amon or St. Brown.
This is why I put him on the thumbnail. Let's take Breece Hall here.
Yeah, Breece, baby.
Dude, Breece falling to the 4-5 turn is giving me shades of Dalvin Cook in New York rumors.
You want to go with an FSC Classic?
What's that?
A little Breece Hall, Travis Hunter action?
I mean, we could go with a Bush Classic, Breece Hall, Devontae Smith action. That would be my preference.
I mean, Spicy, you make the pick.
Just keep shuffling them.
No, I know he did it because we have 40%.
We have so much fucking Hunter.
Yeah, we do have so much Hunter.
Dude, also, by the time that these batch of slows are done, I might end up with like 38% Colson Loveland. Every single time he's there in the 10th and 11th, I've just been taking him on these.
I've been hammering out a bunch of dudes. Like I feel like I've taken Breece Hall in every single draft because I'm getting him in the 5th round every single time.
Mid-50s Breece Hall hits like
I got him at 64 in one of my drafts.
Also, I said this to you, but Spicy, I'm not sure if you noticed. Did you see in the Flock draft video when I made the Jalen Coker pick? It was like something unite, and then I did the CeeDee Lamb celebration. It got cut and just says Jalen Coker.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because we were just removing stuff at the end of the stream, so it wouldn't be, or the end of the draft, so it wouldn't drag on too long. Okay,
plus 2 could have been up for review if that's.
I mean, I think it would have been fine. I want to ask the serious question: why is Breece Hall's ADP falling from where it was before? What has changed?
I think it's valid.
Has anything changed?
Yeah, I would say so, because we saw preseason usage and we saw a 3-back committee being
right. But that was the report for months before that.
Correct, but we saw it actualized in game, so I think that inherently is going to lower him a bit. That was the difference between him being ranked as a mid to late 3rd rounder for me versus a mid 4th, as I think we're at right now.
This is what I think will happen with Breece Hall this year. I think in the first 3 to 4 games, Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis will be a larger part of the backfield than I would maybe think they should be. But then by week 4 through 8, when Breece Hall shows he's just clearly the best guy in that backfield, and then beyond for the rest of the season when it matters most, he's going to get back to a 70+% opportunity share. And we're talking about a guy that has averaged in his career 4.5 targets per game and an offense that has absolutely nobody to throw to outside of Garrett Wilson.
I think the bull case is absolutely there. It's just I think there's a little bit more risk for that workload compared to what we've seen in the past, which is why the market's been more pessimistic. I'm not saying I'm not targeting him at his new ADP. I'm just saying I can't take him where his old ADP was.
Yeah, like I'm not letting myself get sucked into the New York Jets as a good team. I'm willing to make this stance about Breece Hall, fully accepting that they're a bottom 5 to 10 offense. Like I'm not here saying they're going to be good or anything. I'm just saying that Breece Hall, all he needs, like what is the difference seriously between Breece Hall and Alvin Kamara, except one is really young?
Well, exactly, but I also have Kamara ranked after Breece, so it's not like, you know what I mean?
But Kamara is also 30 years old, so it's like a 100%. Larger risk that you're inheriting, and there's at least the chance that the Jets are slightly better than people think, as opposed to the Saints are, absolute train wreck.
My thoughts on the ADP flip is honestly just more optimism about the backs that were going after him before. A la Kyron Williams signing a deal, Trevion Henderson looking like a superstar, James Cook signing his deal, Ken Walker getting a lot more buzz in the last couple of weeks. I think he's more of a victim of that. On top of that, I mean, people structurally do like taking wide receivers in this range. We're seeing Tedero and McMillan now being an early 4th round pick as opposed to a mid to late one. So like, I think just inherently because more optimism of the wide receivers, more optimism of the running backs around him is going to cause Breece Hall to fall a little bit. And I mean, it's been about 12 picks or so in ADP.
Yeah, I mean, he was going consistently maybe like mid to late 3rd area, like for a while there. Like he was about pick 30 or so for like most of the offseason. And I don't know. To me, this just reminds me so much of when Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets. And we were like, this is why I do this archetype stuff. When you have an RB1 season under your belt already, and you've literally been an RB1 even as your rookie season and before you got hurt, what do we want to do here?
Pacheco with one of them.
Yeah, Pacheco for sure with one of those picks there. And every single time I forget to load our ranks into this.
Hear me out, by the way. I know you're lower on this guy, but I could see him potentially rising a bit in ADP because his calf strain is fine. I don't mind Juwan Jennings here. Because he was going in the 60s before the calf strain, and now Kyle Shanahan literally said he's healthy.
So you know who I've been taking a lot of in my drafts is Addison.
Addison too. I think
the reason I take him is because I feel so cozy about like the Pittmans and the Downs and like some of the guys that are like safe projections. So I like inheriting the 3-week suspension, knowing I'm getting a much better projection.
I don't know. I mean, we don't have much Jennings, but I'll let you make the call, Spicy.
Yeah, we can take Jennings. That's fine. I don't care.
Fair enough. Okay.
Also, Danny, vamp and answer some comments for a second. I'm going to load our ranks in to send them to Spicy so we can get them in for the next
where do we leave off, brother?
Just look around. I think I don't think there was like a specific spot, like the Hubbard or Breece stuff and whatnot in the chat.
Yeah. What's good?
Yeah, like way down from there.
Fleecing Cats, yes sir. 2 minutes Cowboys delusion. Did we answer Rendon?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, to be honest, I don't know if we can be grading teams and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just say I would prefer Sampson over Allen, and I wouldn't add Dante Thornton. We're just gonna read like the normal comments right now. Goats, yes sir, Frog. Y'all help me slaughter my redraft. Let's go, Danny and Bush. Shout out Tom. Appreciate you, brother. Draft starts in 2 hours. Good luck, Lucky. It's in your name. Classic Canadians with the illusion of free.
It's funny.
101. He's referencing my old chat. How do I handle Travis Hunter in a super flex PPR, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, and we have IDP? I have the 101. I mean, as early as you think you have to take him,
301 though. That'd be my only thing.
I mean, he'd be a steal in the 4th. That's the only thing.
Yeah, he'd be a steal in the 4th, but I don't think I'd take him in the 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, like gauge your league.
You pick like 301 because you have to reach on him. In my mind, it depends. I don't like. Here's the other thing. I don't know how
heavy your IDP is.
Like, how much is it going to really? Like, if it's going to boost him 1 to 3 points per game, then he's probably just going to go up like about 12 spots of ADP.
I have 40% Travis Hunter on Underdog right now.
I'm surprised it's not 80.
How high are you on BTJ this year, given your stance on Hunter? I think it's going to be a very concentrated offense, and I have heavy Trevor Lawrence bag. So fire it up, baby. Let's run it.
Yeah, I'm pretty high on both players too, but I look like a complete wimp compared to Danny because he's like, I will kill everyone I know for Travis Hunter is what Danny's stance is.
I'm the Travis Hunter is wide receiver 16 in fantasy guy, and I don't think many people are on that level.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair.
Sir, how would you feel comfortable with Breece Hall as your RB2 next to Amari and Hampton? I think we actually did that in the mock today, no?
Yes, we did. Yeah, I would feel very comfortable with that.
Yeah, especially knowing that you probably have 2 anchor hero wide receivers ahead of them. Like, I feel very solid about that. No emojis needed. Yes, sir. If I'm first picking my ESPN league, should I take Josh or Lamar in round 3? So we actually each have one or the other at 1 and 2. I have Josh 1. Corey has Lamar 1. Realistically, they're both studs. Josh, you have the history. I mean, top 3 quarterback basically the last 5 years. Lamar, you think there's potentially even a higher
100 percentiles higher for Lamar, which is why I have him ranked higher.
Which is like, perfectly fair.
Of the last history of fantasy football, do you care to guess, Danny, how many of the top 5 quarterback fantasy football seasons Josh Allen has versus Lamar?
Overall?
Oh, yeah. Top 5 points per game seasons ever for quarterbacks.
So Josh Allen probably has 0. Lamar has 2.
Yeah, that's correct. And Lamar has 1 and 3 as well.
Yeah, and what?
Like the number 1 season was last year, and the number 2 season was.
Who else is mixed there? Let me guess. Who else is mixed in there? 2013 Manning, 2018 Mahomes
is 2.
Yeah, no, those 2 have to be in the top 5, right?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it one more time. I can't remember who the other one is, but Those two are correct. Yeah, those are two of them.
Would it be 07 Brady or would the Russian kind of fuck with him?
Quarterback.
Could be 06 Manning too. 06 Manning was fucking nutty.
For fantasy of all time. I'm curious. I can't remember who the other one is.
This is by 4 point?
Yeah, 4 point.
If it's not Manning or Brady one of those seasons, let me try to guess it. Could be 11 Breeze too. 11
it is
Breeze
07 Brady.
07 Brady. 11 Breeze is going to be up there.
11 Rodgers is close too.
11 Rodgers. I mean, 2020 Brady might be up there, dude.
He's top 20. He's not not higher than that though. The best season that Allen ever had was 2021. Josh Allen was number 6.
Clock. Okay. Okay, I think we can wait on Godwin, so I'm not going to suggest him here.
Yeah, you want to grab Jaden Higgins here?
Sure.
Or Cup?
Let's go Cup. A little bit of pessimism on the Jaden Higgins reports right now.
Yeah, they are. He's been sliding a lot in the drafts that I've been doing.
Yeah, and I'm cool grabbing a tight end here as well. We can go Loveland, or we can take Godwin. Or your input.
I don't really want to take Godwin as much as I just have too many bags of the guy. I'd be cool with Loveland.
Yeah, I've actually been taking a good amount of Godwin lately because I don't think nothing has really changed about the reports except they're getting a big discount.
Though. Like I would take, and no, you're right though. Nothing has changed, and if anything, there's actually optimism because he didn't get put on the.
It said October return.
Yeah, he didn't get put on the pup list, which means he technically could play in week 1.
Like I want to say, I mean, the team I sent you today, what did I get him at? Like 114 or something. Let me see. I sent you a screenshot.
Yeah, well, I've been getting him in the mid 120s sometimes. Like he goes lower, and like there's actually like, has anything changed? No, like nothing's changed, and if anything, it's positive.
Yeah, I got him 110 here on the Puka HN team that won't zoom.
The minute I knew that Zay Flowers got traded in the Flock League, I knew it was going to be Bush. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, like, well, that's the thing. Like, as soon as I got Flowers, I'm like, oh, I know exactly who I'm just going to flip him to. Yeah. Also, shout out Marcos watching from Brazil. Appreciate you, brother.
Shout out. Yeah. What is y'all's highest owned player on Underdog that you regret taking? I mean, the very easy answer for me there is Judkins. Because I have way too much Judkins. Like Judkins is literally my 3rd highest rostered player. Thankfully, a lot of my exposure was balanced out by he was like a pick 150 for like half of it. But other than him, let's say he's too obvious of an example. I'm a little worried that Tua is my highest drafted quarterback. I'll be completely honest with you.
Stafford was up there for me for a while.
Yeah, Tua being my highest drafted quarterback and Tyreek being a top 6 or top 3 drafted wide receiver for me. What he won't be when my slows finish because I have not been taking him at all. But I'm still going to be like 15% Tyreek, which I don't love. At least where I got Tyreek was when he was going mid.
Oh, so you've lowered Tyreek a little bit then.
I did. Yeah. I have a mid to late 3rd is where I have him ranked. And that's where I was taking him early in the offseason. But if you recall, like I was ready to put him in the 2nd round. Like I had him ranked in the 2nd round at the beginning of the offseason.
For sure. How do we feel about Travis Hunter and Trevion Henderson in the beginning of the season? I mean, I'd be giddy having them on my fantasy teams. Yeah, sure. You might be a little bit worried. Rookie pessimism.
Draft Michael Pittman in the 9th round to make up for it.
Draft some safety. Yeah, you can always balance your safety with some upside. Quasi dynasty action in an hour. Auction draft and their prices locked in. I mean, good luck, Arthur. 6 keeper is going to be a big boy. You better not fuck it up. I believe in you, though, because you watch FSC. Everything has changed. Exactly, Frog. Double Fleece Danny, appreciate that, Arthur. What's your take on Eckler? Well, we've clearly risen.
I've been hammering him in my slows right now, dude. I have him ranked at like 115, and he goes still. His ADP says 115.
How is it not risen?
I mean, he's risen a little bit, but he hasn't risen much.
Yeah, no, I think he can definitely rise even more. Domain kind of leaked your other trade, Danny, but the blur wasn't that blurry anyways. Yeah, I guess my other trade got leaked. It's just you guys don't know who it was with. That's the thing.
Your other trade.
Yeah, I've made 3 trades.
Trade is now. I'm like,
I've made 3 trades.
I was like, I thought because you did 2 in the video. That's why I was like, didn't you just do 2? But then I forgot there was another trade that went down.
I guess like it might have been leaked, but like maybe they don't know. Like they might know who it's with.
I mean, obvious. They'll know exactly probably what's going on in the trade if they like leaked exactly the details of said trade.
That's the thing, though. Oh fuck that. They might know it's with one ginger man.
Maybe.
Shit, I might have leaked. All right, I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. Started my ESPN draft with CD, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Kyron, Kittle, Rice, Sutton, J-Mo, pick 6. Yeah, no, I think you did a good job there, Clarence.
Yeah, we're on the clock here. Do you want to roll?
You want to go big on big?
Yeah, let's go Bigsby.
Absolutely. I'll let you make this next pick.
Okay. So we went Bigsby. I mean, do we want to go full Unk and take? I've been actually really impressed with the usage for Marvin Mims, and I never take him, and I wouldn't mind getting a couple shares here and there. Quietly, him and Troy Franklin have been operating as the number 2 and 3 in terms of usage because Vele got traded, obviously, and then Pat Bryant's been kind of banged up. It sounds like he's behind the 8 ball a little bit. I don't know, man. Marvin Mims, his biggest problem has been getting on the field and playing a lot of snaps.
His
and
biggest
I don't know
problem,
about you, but Bo looked great.
Hey, his biggest problem was winning on some non-gimmick routes.
Sure, but he can be a spike week king on gimmick routes still.
Let's hope so.
Do I want to pay an 11th round pick for Marvin Mims? Absolutely not. I think he should be a 14th or a 15th round pick. But I do think it's possible that he pays off his ADP because on a per route basis, he's been a good player.
I want to see what he does on real.
Currently
real
eating birria
stuff.
Pizza and mole enchiladas. That sounds
this
gas,
guy's
dude.
cooking.
Gas.
Hey, I get he's in New Mexico, so he's in the newer version of Mexico.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes, Spicy. I did. I emailed you the rankings, so if you want to load in those rankings, you could do it. You could do it now while we're waiting for a turn, or you could just wait until the next draft. It doesn't really matter.
Where did we leave off? Congrats, boys.
I've just been going everywhere.
Yeah, dude, you're confusing me, bro. We're just fucking skipping around. Oh, okay. So we were around here. Travis Hunter.
Do I just download this file?
Hey.
Yeah. So if you download the file that I sent you, and then when you go to the rankings tab on Underdog, you just hit upload CSV, and then you upload the CSV that I sent you.
Corey's the chef. I'm the assassin.
Yeah. Facts.
Odunze, Buka, Olave, Ridley for me.
Yeah, hit CSV upload in the top right corner there.
Corey, I believe, would have the same order, except for Buka a little bit higher than Odunze. That's the difference.
That's correct. Yeah.
JA, JD, pretty much same tier. I do have them in the same tier and literally 2 spots apart. Yeah, I think that's valid. Same division is under. That's another thing too, by the way. Like Ravens, Bengals, same division. Not a lot of people stack divisions.
No, yeah. Do you need some help, Spicy? Or you got?
Are we gonna miss our pick?
Oh, we'll be fine, I think.
Okay, I'll keep reading comments then.
No, it says at the bottom verifying, and then it goes away, and then is that it? Like it doesn't like say like
when you
done,
hit CSV upload, it should just load the rankings in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're loading them into MLB.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Here, go back to the board. We'll make our pick first.
Yeah. What drafts are you guys doing right now? We're doing the puppy. We might have gotten autoed.
No, we were like way far away.
No, we're not getting autoed.
Okay. Class in the section, the 10 mix. Oh yeah, we already read that. What are the odds Drake may finish as a top 5 quarterback? Corey, what would you put this at?
Top 5?
I'd give it 30%.
I'd say like probably 20% for top 5. I could see him being like 70% chance at a QB1 though.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 69K, yes sir. Very nice. You're welcome. Appreciate you, Christian. Yes sir. Congrats. Appreciate that stacking. My home league draft soon. Who are y'all's favorite late round running back swings? I mean, we have a whole video on that, brother. You can go check in. And we also have sleepers coming out this week, so don't you worry.
I think Pete's referring when he said pick mistake number 7. I think he's referring to the Lamar and Flowers thing that I did because I stacked them.
Oh, I mean,
I think that's what he's referring to. I also had Andrews already, so I double stacked their asses.
That's not a mistake. That's what you should be doing.
Well, no, yeah, like not correlating your bets was the mistake.
Got you. Hey, Danny Curry, what's good, Nemesis? What's up, Wait? What's the current squads in the Flock League? If you can spoil,
we cannot.
Unfortunately, we cannot spoil because we are both the centerpiece of next video. We each made our own trades.
Yeah. Do we want to grab? I just was about to say, do we want to grab Goddard? That sucks. Do you want to grab like one more safe receiver? Like we already took Pacheco. We could go Hollywood for a receiver, or we could go Douglas or Kyle Williams.
Sammy. We could go
actually. Let's grab Dubs. Let's grab Dubs, dude.
Okay. And Sammy.
Yeah. Let's grab Samson and Dubs. Yeah, we're done at running back now. Oh, we got Hollywood. Okay, we're gonna have to take. I think we might have to take Dubs here, dude. We got plenty of running backs already.
I just think Sammy's a way better projection.
I think Romeo Dobbs is gonna smash his fucking best ball.
I don't.
Man. I think he is a great.
Spicy, you go. I would take Sammy.
I think he's going to hammer his ADP in best
ball,
man.
We got Marvin Mims and Romeo Doubs on the same team. I want to vomit.
Dude, he's an outside receiver for Jordan Love who's going to play 100% of the routes. How is he not going to eviscerate a 14th round ADP?
Counterpoint.
He's fine. He's not that bad.
Counterpoint. You ready?
He's urine.
No. When Judkins isn't fucking signed day one, we're gonna have Dylan Sampson touching the ball 15 times.
I still think, as disgusting as this sounds, I still think that whatever window of time we have Judkins not on the field for, Jerome Ford might be enough of an annoyance that Dylan Sampson never breaks out.
He's already getting first team snaps, bro.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he's obviously a huge upside swing, no doubt about it. But I don't know, dude. You got a guy with a 22% target rate playing with Jordan Love who has a high route participation. I think that's pretty solid for a 14th round or 13th round best ball pick.
I guess I absolutely would have gone with Sampson, but that's fine. At least we don't have to take another urine receiver because we're done at that position.
Yeah, maybe I'm on an island with how disgusting of a human I am with this, but like we draft for upside, obviously. But wide receiver 46,
Sampson is the upside.
The wide receiver 46 in points per game is actually a really solid pick in the 13th round in best ball specifically. In redraft, no reason you should ever draft Romeo Doubs. But in best ball, when you're getting 6-7 good spike weeks out of a guy, I think it's a good pick.
Bush, I get it. Warm oatmeal tastes great when you're getting ready for bed.
He is so
I reviewed the
underappreciated
tape, by the way,
for
and
what he does.
I for sure got Dubs in before the clock went out. I just reviewed the tape.
Yeah, you cooking.
Also, do I sort by your rank then here?
Yeah, it's both of our rankings combined. It's not just mine.
All right.
Yeah, let's go, Dub.
It's our combined rankings together.
Okay. Yes, sir. Lennox knows ball. Am I crazy for thinking McBride over Bowers? Corey, I'll let you take that one. Is he crazy?
McBride over Bowers is how I got it ranked. So also, Danny, you have where do you have Coker ranked, bro?
What do you mean?
How was he 144 in our combined rankings?
What?
Where do you have him ranked?
I don't have him that high. Let me see. 144 is absurd. I don't have him that high. If I can load.
Here, I got it pulled up right here.
Where do I have him?
You have him at 148.
So you have him high, asshole.
I'm at 151. I have him at 151, so I don't know why he's
How is math failing us?
I don't know how 144 is where he's ranked when neither of us have him that high.
Dude. I guess it's probably because we have so many
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong category. You have him at 145. I have him at 151.
So how is he 144?
I don't know. Maybe his number combined is somehow 144th in consensus.
Whoever you have at 143, I might have at like 160 or some bullshit.
Yeah, you probably have like Rashad Bateman and Christian Kirk at 196.
Like, give me a break. I'll rather blow my nose.
Okay. What do we want to do here?
Start by ADP.
You want to? Let's take Isaiah Likely.
Sure. Okay.
We got Lamar.
I'm making the next pick though. You've been on a roll.
I have been on a roll, but we have Lamar and we had 7 seconds. So.
I'm fucking with you. Don't worry. I have where we left off. We'll get to the comments after this. Not Garendo, that's for sure. That guy's fucking useless right now. I like Rico Dowdle. He's my guy. Yeah.
You're talking completely away from your microphone, by the way.
Or Chubber. But yeah, one of those two.
I like Rico Dowdle, guys.
I like Rico Dowdle. I was looking at my screen in my vote. Where to leave off? One league mate, I got Henderson in May. I don't think that's outrageous to do. So I hammer Allen or Lamar in the late second in a 4th pick, 12-man, 6-point per passing touchdown. I'd be comfortable pushing Allen and Lamar up the board to the late second in that format. 6-point passing touchdown.
Yeah.
Like those guys might throw the ball 35, 40 passing touchdowns on top of what they do as rushers. Like just cheat codes. Like I even do think in that format that they should be a tier above Daniels and Hurts.
I'm going to just leave this comment up for the rest
of it. It was about Drake London, by the way.
No, I think it was about Breece Hall, that when I said it's just like the Dalvin Cook situation.
No, we were talking about Drake London.
Oh, okay. I saw the comment pop up. I remember when I was talking about
Corey
Breece,
was like,
comment pop up.
Corey his chest was out. He's feeling good.
I was feeling great. Drake London, who's throwing to him? I mean, Penix and Cousins are like fine. What do you mean?
Also, like, are we forgetting that he averaged like
he has like Tyler Shuck throwing to him with that comment?
23 points per game last year with Penix. I think he'll be pretty fine. How do I handle Travis Hunter? Okay, you already asked that, Zach. Try to leave the comment once. Actually, unless we might have skipped the comments, Sam.
What kind
Did
of
he ask this a
battle of
second
Meg
time?
just
Or?
went down in our listener league? What the hell, dude? Somebody, your boy Corey Van just traded a 3rd and a 4th round rookie pick for Isaiah Bond.
Dude, what is he doing, Corey?
Corey, if you're watching this, brother, why you trade a 3rd and a 4th round rookie pick for a UDFA?
Every single call we have, I tell him, I'm like, you got to value your picks correctly. And then he goes and does that.
Oh, tough.
How did you have to pay an extra 4? The 3rd should have been already a fleece.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's crazy.
No. We already read that.
Yeah.
I just traded for Breece Hall. Dub. Pause. I heard the argument against Hunter that because he plays more snaps, he has a higher chance of injury. Thoughts?
Dude, it's football. Everybody's got a high chance of injury.
Dude, the thing is, like, everybody is making excuses about how many snaps Travis Hunter can play. That everybody around Travis Hunter is like, oh yeah, this guy's got insane stamina, he'll be fine. But
Also,
everybody
like,
else wants to speculate on
getting banged up. Don't you think he won't play defense? That's my first thought. Like, let's say Travis Hunter is limited in practice during the week with like an ankle injury or something like that. Don't you think he'll just play offense that week?
He could. Been hammering out a bunch of dudes. Shout out Christian. I mean, he's not touching Breece Hall. Danny, whip it out, lads. That was crazy. That was in the video too.
Yeah, just got to whip it out or whatever you said.
Try to ask your question once, please, guys. Breece went 67 in my home league yesterday. Yes, sir. I mean, that's quite the value, I will say. Everything. I can see a bounce back for sure. Fields look bad in just preseason. Bush.
I mean, dude, the Jets can be bad and Breece can still pay off his ADP. That's my only point.
To me, he's like last year ETN, Braylon season. Again, LP, please.
No one could have seen ETN coming last year, by the way.
Hey, guys, we will try to get through all the comments. Please, for the love of God, don't ask it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Yeah.
I'm being nice too. Usually I'm on the timeout hammer, but I'm feeling gracious today. I know some of you guys are new. Maybe you watched the Flock League content, or maybe you got recommended the video today. Yeah, that is usually the rule. Commented once.
Hubbard or Breece? Who do you prefer there?
Breece.
Yeah, I prefer Breece. The receiving upside of Breece just outweighs the fact that Hubbard might get more carries. And also, too, it's no guarantee that Hubbard's workload's bigger than Breece's. Like, because Rico Dowdle's enough of a threat to his touches that he could be, just in the same trouble that Breece is in right now.
Yeah.
We need another quarterback, man. We're screwed right now. Sort by ADP for a second. Okay. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. We need Sam Darnold.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have Cooper Kupp.
Give me Darny, boy. Gosh darn Darny.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to tacking on a Daniel Jones because I do love me a nice Daniel Jones tack on, but
we need tight end.
Yeah, do you want to grab Waller? Oh, we have Likely, and we do need another tight end, but we do have Likely and Loveland, so it's not like
can you sort by ADP at tight end as well? I'm curious who's there. Okay, so Jasicki, no. Okay, we can wait a little bit. We can wait on like a Theo Johnson type next round probably. Okay, let's take a flex player. We can go with the running back or receiver. I'll let you make the call. I think Giddens probably makes a lot of sense for our build.
Yeah.
Or upside. We kind of have touches. We need
Let's
maybe
roll with Giddens. Yeah, I don't actually even really think we need a running back, to be honest with you. I think we could have closed it off at 5.
Yeah, I think we're pretty solid at wide receiver too. Honestly, we have a pretty balanced team.
Yeah, I probably would have drafted an 8th receiver instead of a 6th running back, just because after Chase, like Jennings and stuff, like not like the greatest.
Yeah, fair enough. We will probably have a stream to answer start sit questions this weekend.
It'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. If you guys are waiting on team reviews and stuff, we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay. Am I crazy to think Bryce Young is underrated? We actually do believe in you there, Hoves. We do like Bryce. Huge risk reward. Nobody knows. I say 3rd round, 4th round. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fine assumption of the Travis Hunter question in chat. Weight knows ball. Danny is winning it all. Hopefully, I get to play you in the final. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Hey, anytime you can draft 2 Raiders in the first 16 picks, you got to do it. So
yeah,
if that gives you an answer to how I feel about the Genty Bauer stack, that sounds horrid, to be honest with you.
You should have better options.
Starting your draft, I would assume it's like, I took Genty at 10 and I took Bowers in the 2nd round or something. Like, there's no effing chance I would spend my first 2 picks on Raiders players.
Sorry, Spicy. He's crying in the back.
I mean, he knows I'm right, though. Like, ask anyone if the Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson stack went well last year.
Bro, by the way, somebody on the Flock League commented like, oh, you guys are a bunch of virgin nerds. And I commented something like, why are you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. Yeah. Started CD, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Kyron Kittle, 10-team pick six. Yeah, I think you killed it. You have two advantages at the onesies. You have an elite anchor wide receiver, two running backs you like, and then you could just build out some wide receivers in the mid rounds. Are you able to answer your super mentions on the Flock site before Tuesday? My draft starts then. Yeah, for sure. We're going to
do it tomorrow. We're going to do them tomorrow for sure.
Why do you guys rate Herbert so low under guys like Lawrence, Purdy? I just think there's more upside in terms of the volume in their offenses, respectively.
I might move Purdy down my rankings a little bit just because of all these receiver injuries that they have, and like I don't know, but like honestly, they're in the same tier. And I actually don't think I have Lawrence ahead of. I don't think I have Lawrence ahead of Herbert. I think I have Herbert ahead of him.
To me, Lawrence is the clear one given his insulation situation. If you're confident that he's going to be the player, I think that's the only question mark right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the clear 3 because he's not nearly as good as those quarterbacks. That would be my point.
For sure. I mean, we'll see what ends up happening this year. Baker was my QB3 in Dynasty behind Allen Lamar. Would you trade him for Tua and a 26 first? I think that's perfect insulation to bank.
If it was anyone other than Tua, I would be excited about it. I'm scared. I wouldn't do that. I would want more than that. I would rather just all picks and no quarterback back. Or if it was like
a 26 and 27 one straight up.
Somebody would give you Jackson Dart a 1 and a 2 or something like that. I would probably rather do that.
26 and 27 ones. Are you taking it?
A 2-1 for Baker straight?
26 and 27
I would probably want a little sweetener on top of that.
Okay, because that's about how I would value that. What's up, boys? What's up, Ocho? Nice seeing you in the chat, brother. Shout out. Also, fuck with the bandana, like wise guy. Sorry, it took me 10 years to say that. Who do you think won y'all's trade on Flock? Now you can look back.
I already answered that question. I said I think Danny won the trade in a vacuum.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out the boys conversing. If you're the Jags GM, you can only sign one of BTJ or Hunter. Who do you pay and why? Or do you go with the Bengal strategy of sign both? You sign both.
Okay. Here's my take that should solve all future arguments on can you spend that much money on one player and all that kind of stuff. We're on the clock, and then I'll make this take. Yeah, you want to go Ferguson for the? Or we kind of need an early season play though, right?
Yeah, sort by ADP.
We can go Johnson. I think he's fine.
Sure. Okay.
Who else are we gonna take?
I mean, you know my answer.
Noah Gray is not an early season play though.
He's the boy though.
It would be kind of on brand for us to draft a tight end core of Colston, Loveland, Isaiah Likely, and Noah Gray.
Yeah, it would be. And we have expensive Noah Gray. We may as well get cheaper one.
Yeah, I mean, expensive Noah Gray is basically the same price as regular Noah Gray now.
Yeah, I mean, that's typical. Sometimes the lats are nose ball, you know?
Okay, so we're going to enter another puppy draft here. For those of you guys that want to join it, again, we're doing the puppy for $5 to enter. Join in and draft with us. We'll count it down from about 5 seconds here, and you just go to the main lobby and hit confirm. When we hit confirm, Spicy, hit it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you guys will hopefully be in the draft with us. We got waiting for 4 people. And again, because there's a lot more people in this stream than there was before, I do want to remind you guys that our listener league, our listener redraft league, is now open for entries. I also did not mention this before. You guys got to get better in our listener league because we've won the last 2 years. 6th year, and me and Danny collectively have won it 3 times. Yeah. I won it twice and Danny won it once. So we need you guys to step up and bring your actual A games. You know how many times we get comments? Let this guy.
We'd smoke you guys. We'd smoke you guys.
Yeah, I want to hear some shit, dude. Because you guys, there's people in the comments who are like, dude, let this idiot in my league. Okay, join.
I bet.
Step up.
Yeah, step up to the plate, bro. Batter's box is ready for you.
Link to join that, by the way, is in the description of this live stream, and it's also in the chat right now.
With what you guys say, would you rank Travis Hunter in the JSN Lad T area? I think that would actually be a perfect area for him in this form. Or I mean, I would have Lad ahead of that. Don't get me wrong, but I do think in an IDP format, that's perfectly reasonable to value him at.
Yeah. I feel like I've had you let this decision.
You know what? Times. We go with my guy. I'll let you make this choice this time. How about that?
I feel like most of the time we get 102s, we take Lamb.
Okay. The only caveat is we're not taking fucking Marvin Mims or Romeo Dubs this time.
Yeah, let's roll with Bijan here. Okay, so here's the requirements. Yeah, go ahead, take Bijan here.
Correct.
Here's the requirements for the listener league. You get 5 entries if you are an annual mother flocker using code FSE on Flock Fantasy. 5 entries. 4 entries if you use our underdog promo code FSE, make a play, sign up, deposit at least $10. You get 3 entries if you bought our season pass. Again, all of this stuff with promo code FSE. If you use code domain on the site, you get a free entry. That's what you get. Number 2, If you're a monthly subscriber on the site, monthly flocker, monthly mother flocker, you get 2 entries. And if you are a free subscriber and you just want a chance to get in the league, you do get an entry for that. But you will have much better chance, obviously, if you are using some of those, and they stack. So if you are an annual mother flocker and you use our Underdog promo code January 1st or later this year, then you would actually have 9 entries to get into the listener league. So yeah, definitely an opportunity for you guys to get into a league with us there.
Also, we would both take Chase Brown. The minute that Zay Flowers got traded in the flock league, I knew it was going to Bush too, obviously. Yeah. I mean, you should have seen it. Literally right after I made the deal with Mason, I locked eyes with Bush and I motioned him to come with me. I'm not even trolling you, Bush. You could attest to that. That's exactly how it happened.
Well, and I literally said you came after the trade got made. I'm like, so you have Zay Flowers now? And then you're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, we got a deal we got to make here because I know you don't think of Zay Flowers the way that I think of him. The one thing that I regret, though, is that I let you do the thing where you're like, oh, if you think this player is going to be this good. And I know because I do that to people. And it pissed me off that you got me in that moment because I just crushed my tequila soda 5 seconds before it. And I was like, you know what? I know what he's doing here, but I ultimately do want Zay Flowers and Xavier Worthy on my team. If I had it my way, I would have shaved Dylan Sampson or Tank Bigsby off of that trade, and then I think it would have been perfectly even. If we just take Giddens and take Bigsby out of it or take Giddens and take Sampson out of it, I think that would have been a perfectly even trade.
Yeah, I feel it was just funny because it's like you can tell from my cadence, like when I'm approaching, I'm like, yeah, it's exactly fair on the site. I mean, if you believe this, you'd make this deal. That's how you have to talk.
Yeah, and I got a starting. You got 2 great upside swings, but I got a starting running back out of that trade. Tony Pollard was the third piece of that trade, and I got a starting running back out of him.
Who you can easily flip if you want to. By the way, there's other people in this league that are going to want Tony Pollard. I mean, you see it in the negotiations that we made.
Yeah, well, dude, the second I traded for Tony Pollard, 3 or 4 different guys wanted him, which I'm surprised because I was kind of lukewarm about getting him. I was like, I had touches and whatnot, but people were excited about getting Pollard as soon as I got him.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you end up doing.
Yeah,
because I know, if he touches the ball 23 times week 1, some fucking Sandy just gonna say, hey, you want Derrick Henry for sorry, I had to pick Nathan because he's got no RBs right now other than Henry.
Bush is all about a starting running back now. Yeah, dude, running backs are important. They matter, and we have to treat them as if they're human beings, even though they are not.
Shout out K-Dog.
We could go Hampton again.
I'm down, or we can go, Hampton. Yeah,
I'm down to go him again because in time box contests, this is where I want to get my exposure to him. You want to go Marvin or T with the next pick, maybe? Or you want to go with one of the onesies?
This is why I love hero wide receiver in this spot.
I know, because you don't love
it's
what
so
you're
nice
wide receiver. That's why I'm down to go Harrison if you want to just make sure we get one here.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Or we can go with McBride and have fun, or we can go with the quarterback. One of the 3.
Yeah. I'll let you. I made the first pick, so you do what you want here.
Let's mix it up and go JSN.
Okay.
Let's mix it up. We don't take him ever.
Yeah, we don't.
Starting to get a little bit higher on him.
So
I get a little bit higher on him for sure.
Come on, let my free single ballot get me in the league. Hey,
it might, bro.
In our last listener dynasty league startup that we did, 2 people got in on free ballots.
Yep. Also, we might have to look at that other draft again after because he said the 12 guys team was insane.
The guy was literally, I think he took 2 quarterbacks in the first 5 picks or something like that. He was going off his rocker.
What would you guys do if you had BTJ and Hunter? Keep both or try to trade one? Keep both and collect your winnings at the end of the season.
Yeah, you could do that. Yep.
My mate Dave, shout out Dave. He says, "What would y'all recommend when your league mates have vastly different ratings to you? Finding it very hard to make trades. That's when you simply don't make trades. Honestly, you take the value that they let you get, and you say, "Hey, listen, I'm better than you guys at this. You guys are off your rocker. Don't take fucking 15 running backs in round 2 and leave me with fucking Drake London after I already have CeeDee Lamb." And yes, I'm making the exact same comparison because I have that in the flock league, and I feel great right now.
Yeah,
that's a combo.
That is a combo. Yeah, that is pretty insane what this guy's doing here.
Oh yeah. Should I have not have? No, we're more so playing around. K-Dog also hilarious. I just called
12th round's a whole lot better than 5th round. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's it. Also, it was hilarious. I just called Kenneth Walker K-Dog, and we actually have a K-Dog in chat.
That's hilarious.
ungodly amount of Josh Downs just prays healthy, and the Colts aren't. Yeah, and he's getting even cheaper, bro. I keep taking him. I'm guilty. I keep taking him. When I'm in fucking pick 91, I want to go with a little bit of Josh Downs. Like, it's just too easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Dude, if I didn't pick Josh Downs in the Flock League, I was like, I wasn't going to be able to live with myself. What was I going to do? Was I going to take Tyrone Tracy like 17 picks ahead of where I have Josh Downs ranked? Like, no.
Yeah. Also, I love Emeka Egbuka, but you go with the bird in the hand here with Pickens. I mean, just the offensive insulation with Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, there's the upside that Egbuka ultimately is the better pick in the, you look back on the season, you're like, yeah, Egbuka outscored him. But I think, right now with the information we know, you got to take Pickens.
I honestly think it's like, there could be a scenario where like, oh, shoot, you took T. Higgins over Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, that would be like the upside scenario to both. Like, last year's T. Higgins versus what Amon-Ra St. Brown's been. Like, I can see Egbuka having that upside, in all seriousness. That's why I have him aggressively ranked. He's a top 25 wide receiver in my rankings.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You guys are fantastic. Appreciate you boys and all your hard work taking the draft guys to my drafts next weekend. Appreciate that, Eli, and hopefully they got you situated. I mean, especially the by platform, I would say, so valuable. On top of that, I mean, I'm sure on Flock you've seen it, but I posted all of my CGLs there. Been getting some decent traction as well. You guys have been giving some positive reviews on that. So if you want to check that out, please go do so on Flock Fantasy. Currently have talked about this, but what is the listener redraft live stream? So we're probably going to do that draft. We said Sunday
it's not
night.
a probably. It's in the form. We're doing it Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So a week, like pretty much exactly 7 days from now.
Also,
like
people can
30
tell
minutes and 7 days from now is when we'll be doing it.
People can tell that you're the form guy and I'm the guy who reacts to the form.
Yeah, I only wake up Danny for the important shit.
Okay, so who do we got here? And I'll read this after. I mean, Kenneth Walker and Travis Hunter. Oh, we have 2 running backs though. Shit. We're going Hunter this time, baby. We're going Hunter.
Yeah, we take Hunter, get the 70% exposure up. I think we just have to take Walker if he falls to us, like based on our rank. Like if you look at where we have him ranked relative to where he goes.
If he goes though, I mean, I'm cool.
Dude, part of me makes me sick. Like part of me is sick that I traded you Kenneth Walker because I just felt like I got such a good value on him, and I'm like kind of annoyed that I traded him.
Dude, I'm not even joking you. If I was picking at,
let's go with Walker.
If I was, yeah, it sounds good. If I was picking at the 306 in our league, like 307, I would have been taking him there. So
yeah,
like
dude,
the fact
for
that
me
you
to
got
get
him
at 410, like the only way this goes wrong, which could happen, because he's already banged up, is that he plays like 10 games.
Otherwise, he's going to be a top 7 running back.
I don't know about top 7, but he'll probably be a top 12 running back.
Yeah,
like no doubt about it in my mind.
Well, I'm completely glazing him because I have him too.
Yeah, like.
But I do really like
Ken Walker legitimately like might make me look like a moron for that trade. Like he might be the the trade you made with Mason last year. Like he might be the Collins in that trade where it was just like so clearly the best player in the deal.
It is fucking hilarious though how last year I traded for Nico Collins from Mason, and like this year, given the ADP range where Mason got him in the draft, like Drake London low-key just like might be this year's Nico Collins in terms of the sense that mid-second round pick. Has shown like a big year, but didn't really take that full step to like top 3 to 5 sets. It's like if Drake, like we talked about, if Drake London averaged 21.5 points per game next year, like that's in the range of outcomes, just like it was for Nico last year.
The thing I'm scared about in the trade that I made with you is like, it wouldn't shock me if Xavier Worthy and Zay Flowers were just wide receiver 3s this year. Like in terms of how they produce,
Flowers
like 12 to 14 fantasy points per game at best.
I'd be shocked.
Like that wouldn't shock. I need one of them to smash. Like one of them's got.
I think it's gonna be Worthy.
17 points a game or something.
I think it's gonna be Worthy. In all honesty,
it could be. It could be. And I also, it would be nice if Jonathan Taylor went down for the season and DJ Giddens was just a league winner or something.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
DJ Giddens is my highest drafted running back on Underdog. So
Dylan Sampson's up there for me, and part of it's because, dude, I genuinely think they're going into week 1 with Jerome Ford and Dylan Sampson as their 2 running backs.
Dylan, I better get into the listener league. Okay. I mean,
good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I want to take a look really quick at how many ballots you got. You got 1, brother. Like you got an uphill climb. You got an uphill climb, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but see, listen to this though, Dylan. If you can convince your mom to let you get the season pass, guess what? That's another 3 entries.
Sir Alexander, yes, you did miss something about a listener league. In the description of this live stream, you can apply to be in the listener league. 1 ballot for free, 2 ballot if you're a monthly site subscriber with code FSE, 3 ballots if you're a season pass holder with code FSE, 4 ballots if you're an underdog code user with code FSE, 5 ballots if you are a mother flocker annually with code FSE, and you can stack them. Annual mother flocker with code FSE, you get 5. Used our underdog promo code this year, January 1st through now. You can get 9 total ballots. I guess that would be the most you could possibly get there. And for whatever reason, you have 3 Flock Fantasy accounts. I guess that would be another way of getting it, but I don't think you guys need to be doing that seriously. So
for sure. Jack's fan, I agree with you there, Sean. I agree with you. Very nice new version of Mexico. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that bit. Is it okay to have Gibbs and Amonra? Absolutely. And in fact, I would applaud you for being able to combo those 2 up.
Yeah, that's a great value on the Sun God in the second round, I'm assuming is what happened there.
Scribbles, ball knowers unite, brother. Ball knowers unite. Derrick Henry or Chase Brown. I actually have Henry 1 spot higher. You also prefer Henry.
Yeah, it kind of irritates me that I still have no shares of Travis Hunter in Dynasty.
Dude,
I would get this dude on my team, man.
I would say come to me, like you're actually going to make me an offer I would consider.
Well, that's 90% of why I don't have any Hunter in Dynasty is because literally every league I'm in, you're in, and you have them everywhere. We grab Olave for some safe receptions and whatnot. Somebody commented on our video. They're like, Olave and safe should never be said in the same sentence. I mean, from an injury perspective, I guess that's fair. But when you're a young 24-year-old receiver with like 25-30% target share as the baseline projection, you are safe, even if your quarterback sucks and you have injury concerns.
Oh, I was going to say Matty Golds if he fell to us.
Yeah, I'd be cool with downs here too, just to keep stacking up receivers because we're going to be looking at some yucky shit.
Check ADP quick. Okay, so we'd be reaching down the board a little bit. Honestly, I maybe Reed now.
We can go Reed. I don't care.
Okay. Just because Downs is down the board, and I've seen him slide a little bit in some of these drafts. Sure. We might be able to get him at the 90.
Yeah, it looks like we got Mountain Man Mike in this draft with us too.
Hey, shout out the boy. He was in our
speaking of, by the way, shout out to Mountain Man Mike because he's got 5 entries to get into the listener league, and I believe he was in the listener league last year, if I'm not mistaken. So
big shout
he
out.
Already filled out the form. I'm looking at it on my other monitor here. So shout out to Mike. Hopefully we get you in again this year. I think I made a trade with Mike last year as well. Wasn't he the one that I robbed Malik Neighbors from?
Probably. I mean,
I think that's who I got Malik from.
Sorry. Thanks for all the help in fantasy. Enjoy the videos. Appreciate that, Shane. What defines a QB1, wide receiver 1, and so on? A top 12 finisher at their position.
Yeah, top 12 in points per game is what we mean when we say that.
And if you're in a 10-man league, that'd be your top 10. If you're in an 8-man league, that'd be your top 8. Basically, whoever's the number 1 would be in everybody's lineup, pretty much, is kind of how it's referred to. What's y'all's opinion on Chase Brown beyond this year? Offer on a table of 26 first and second. I think that's a little bit late for Chase Brown just because I expect a big time year. I think he's going to give you mid to high end RB1 numbers. And I do think, given his age, you might even be able to flip that for at least 2 1s in season if you really wanted to.
Dude, Malik Neighbors had 39 points in week 17. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. The Flock, yes, sir. Flock League literally feels like many episodes of the league. I mean, funny enough, like that was like the whole goal for Mason when we started. And initially, actually, we were going to do it like a podcast style. We've said this before on the channel before. But then, I mean, you guys seem to love the fucking reactions, the clips. So we just kept that going. And sure enough,
I don't think it would hurt us to, like, if we, like, it might be a little too early for this now. But like, if the league got so big that we're like, hey, like, we should dedicate a lot of time to this thing. It wouldn't be the worst idea to have a weekly podcast in addition to the clips.
Hey, soon enough, don't worry. Soon enough, we're going to be having a content host in Austin.
I refuse to live in the United States of America, but
that'd be hilarious, though. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, and also I'm sorry, Mike, if you're in the chat, I got to put you on blast for a second. I traded Alexander Madison and Jonathan Taylor to Mike in our listener league on September 25th.
Was that Malik Neighbors and Chase Brown?
It was Malik Neighbors and Chase Brown that I received back.
Oh my! I think I remember ripping you on that for
September 25th, 2024. So to be fair, Zach Moss was the starting running back for the Bengals at the time, and Malik Neighbors, I believe he suffered a concussion in that week, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Stinky.
Yeah, but JT and Madison. Oh man, was that ever a fleece?
Hey, appreciate you, Cheeky. Drunk Cheeky actually giving Mason the win on the trade made the vlog. I'm not sure if you saw that. Did you see that, by the way?
What's up?
Cheeky in the vlog. There was a clip of him when we made the deal, and he pointed at Mason and raised his hand. Like,
yeah, he did.
The vlog.
You know what's insane about this? Mike's correct. He
Yeah.
made the championship against me and lost, even despite
That
that
was
Chase Brown and Malik Neighbors trade.
He might or might not have gotten the Mickey Mouse side of the bracket, though.
Did he?
I'm fucking with you. I mean, me and you had to play in the semis.
Yeah, and I annihilated everybody in my path. I scored 200 in every single week of the playoffs.
No, you were frying. I mean, yeah. You were
last year's Listener League team is legitimately the best fantasy football team in redraft I've ever assembled.
Thank you for clarifying redraft.
Redraft, yeah. Dude, my team of Lamar Jackson, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Breece Hall, JSN, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Brock Bowers, Malik Neighbors, James Cook on my bench, Jamison Williams on my bench, Jonnu Smith, the tight end 4 in fantasy on my bench. Like, insanity.
My apologies, by the way, Mike. You actually scored a lot of points. Sorry. It was somebody else. Oh, no, it was Flett a few years ago where he had like the least points for in the 1 seed. That was the mistake I made. Funny enough, Flett won that year. If he's in chat. Remember, because everybody was joking like, oh, yeah, Flat, you're the fake 1 seed, and then he just smacked everyone in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did actually smack us all around in the playoffs. I do remember that.
Shout out Flat. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of.
I was going to say, do we want to pass tight end knowing we could probably take Kraft with our next pick or something, and then stack up Jordan Love with Jane Reed?
Go by ADP.
Yeah, go by ADP here. What do we got?
We can go with God.
Yeah,
or
sure. We'll take Godwin, I guess. I have bags, man. I don't want to keep taking Godwin.
Think about it like this, too. If the boy falls back, we could go with Bakey. And it won't be Nakey.
Bakey. Yeah, that's true.
Won't even be Nakey.
Going to. I mean, if we're going to take Mayfield, we should probably take him now.
What do you mean? We're here.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant in the next, turn. I thought you meant the next turn, not like right now.
No, on the wraparound.
Yeah, let's. You want to go with Baker here?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Yeah, let's roll with Baker.
Your boy.
Hopefully Kraft and Jordan Love fall back to us, because I would love to stack those two guys together.
We don't have an answer for this yet, do we? When the next trade video is going to pop?
I actually don't know. Mason's in the chat right now. Mason, do we know when Nick's dropping the next Flock League video?
Are we still accepting clips for that, or like clip select submitting is done? I'm not 100% sure. Mason, you can let me know.
I actually have no idea. I think the clips are probably done.
Yeah, let me know, Mason. If you need a couple more, the Latzer's got a helmet and he's ready to record on his phone.
Danny was in a sweaty shower video.
No, that was fucking peak. No bullshit. You know why I wore the helmet?
Why?
So you saw when I sweated how my eyes got super red. Imagine how red they looked after a hot shower. I looked like I was fucking baked, so I put the helmet on. My eyes get so red out of the shower now. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a underlying health issue.
It might be. They just get bloodshot and watery.
Yeah. Godwin's price is too good right now with McMillan injury and him dodging the IR. Am I like the anti-Godwin person for the first time in history?
By the way, Mason, if you want the link, we can send it to you. Let me know. Browns feel like a prime example as a committee team this year. Then somebody wins a majority next year. I would agree. However, even in a committee, if you're getting Dylan Sampson receiving reps, the guy's receiving skill set is up there with some of the best in the NFL. Like, I really do feel like in this proper situation, if Dylan Sampson emerged as the number 3 pass game target for this Browns team on a team that needs to throw the football 30, 35 times a game, preferably with Joe Flacco, like, how many balls a game can Dylan Sampson catch? Pause.
Yeah, I mean, he can catch a lot of balls, assuming he's going to get the majority of those touches for sure, or like those reps.
Corey's favorite term.
6-7 for sure.
Who's going up in value?
I just saw Ryland's comment here. The league drawing will be Saturday, so next Saturday at noon Eastern. So if you guys want to get into the league, we'll draw names on Saturday. We'll get everybody into the league on Saturday, hopefully, and then we'll be ready to draft on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, don't join the league if you can't make the drafts at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. That should go without saying, but I should probably mention it.
Travis Hunter. Ended up getting good value on Hunter. Now have him in BTJ. Should I be looking to trade one of them? I'm perfectly comfortable holding them both, bro, and enjoy that league winning tandem. Triple condom. That's Corey's favorite.
It is, yes. I know. I'm more of a quad condom guy myself.
Good point. 12-man PPR ESPN League, 11th pick. Should I go wide receiver, running back ×3 without thought? How deep is the lineup? In a 1 flex lineup, I'd be totally comfortable taking a onesie at that turn. 2 flex lineup, I'm totally comfortable taking a onesie at that turn. The 3-4 turn, by the way. Let me clarify.
Also, we just got a hilarious sorry, I wasn't paying attention because we got a hilarious comment on our video. When you said you just got to whip it out and show him or whatever you said in the video, this guy, Nate Diaz commented, instructions unclear. I was at the gym when I received this notification on my phone, and then it was my turn to draft. I whipped it out, and now I'm permanently banned from any and all Planet Fitness locations.
Fuck, my bad, dude. That's on me. 10-man pick 2. Do you guys prefer Bijan and AJ Brown or CD and Chase Brown or Bucky Irving? Give me CD Lamb, Chase Brown, and I'll sleep like a baby. And I think you would disagree with this too.
Bijan and you take CD and Chase Brown over Bijan and AJ? No, dude, I'm taking Bijan and AJ all day.
Give me Chase Brown and CD Lamb, and I'll sleep like a baby. Also,
okay, we want to take Njoku here. He feels like a cutoff at tight end.
Yeah, I think so. And then we probably take best available running.
I'm getting one pick before us, dude. That's so unfortunate.
We're taking Sampson or Eckler, by the way. We're taking
Mike's getting payback for my
that was
fleece.
His revenge. Travis Hunter or Emeka Egbuka. I know you're a Bucks fan, but let's be real.
And Jordan Love just went right before our pick too. Oh my god.
Mink.
Do you want to take Eckler or Sampson?
One of those two.
Let's go. Let's go Sampson. We got 3 guys that have touches.
Hunter, Agent 007.
Also, I would take Hunter over Egbuka, even though I love me some Egbuka.
Next pick PPR, Zay Flowers. What?
Yeah, Zay Flowers. Devontae Smith actually would be my.
Wait, what? How are all these guys available?
Wide receiver.
Devontae Smith.
Wide receiver 6. Yeah. Smith. I mean, for your wide receiver 6, you take Devontae Smith for sure.
Yeah. Waited out a bit. Yeah, 10-man pick 2. You already answered that. Oh man, Petersall, Seth Rollins. That's quite the comp. Don't forget the season Breece had with Zach Wilson, where he was the RB2 in fantasy and he had 95 targets. Oh, buddy, I hope we get back there,
brother. I'd be shocked if Breece Hall is not a top 12 running back in fantasy this year. Like I'm. It's going to be like my stand on the table take this year. It's like, do I think he has a top 3 to 5 ceiling because the Jets' offense will be pretty bad?
Is he your Travis Hunter?
He's not my Travis Hunter, but like I've been drafting him quite a bit, and I just think he's just generally undervalued. Like he doesn't need to be on a great offense to pay off his ADP if he catches 75 passes.
Yeah. Also, dude, we're gonna be ripping through these comments now. What round would you take JCM? Late 8th is probably the earliest I'd go with.
Yeah, probably more 9th, 10th for me.
Home League Superflex drafts 9 spot, 12 team start 8. Hurts, Puka, Chase Brown, Sam. Yeah, I mean that looks very, very strong there. Farmer Will. Also, shout out Farmer Will, OG. And I submit a question to you guys on Flock. Have my home link draft in 2 hours.
You just ask it in the chat. We'll get
feel
to
free
it.
to answer. Yeah, if you ask it in the chat, we'll get you for free. Don't worry about it. Send it in the chat. And again, we are ripping through. We're about 25 minutes behind. If you guys are curious about your comments right now, we will try to answer every single one of these comments in stream. If I go Chase at 1, Lamar's available in my next 2 picks. Do I take him or Allen? I think both are perfectly fine options. I do have Allen at 1, Lamar at 2. But if you're playing the ultimate ceiling play, I don't mind just grabbing Lamar there. They're literally back to back in my rankings.
Yeah. I would personally rather go Lamar. Is there any reason to go anyone but Chase at 1? I would say 90% of the time you want to go Chase. But if you feel confident that you would have some crazy like Drake London fall back to you at the 2-3 turn, or like if you could double tap AJ Brown and Ladd McConkey at the 2-3 turn, I actually would be fine taking Bijan first.
Counterpoint, Chase Brown. Standard league, I would, though. Take somebody over.
But what if you're in a league market where when you take Chase, like Jamar, the best running back available to you is like running back 13 to 15 in ADP at the 2-3 turn?
Okay, if it's like Josh Jacobs and co, then you zig and you just don't. You simply don't draft the running back at 1, or you don't draft the running back on the turn.
Yeah, but then you got to hope that you're getting running back value at the 4 or 5. Like again,
unless people want to fuck up their own
tool for sure. But what if you're in a 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, 1?
I'm not taking the worst projection at 1 overall just because of what I think could happen at the 2-3.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. You just got to basically hope and pray that one of those guys falls back to you. But yeah, you probably got to take Chase.
12-man half PPR. Do I keep Lamar for the last pick in the 4th or BTJ for the first pick in the 9th? BTJ for the first pick in the 9th, and I don't think it's close. I have BTJ straight up.
Yeah, BTJ for the first pick in the 9th all day.
Yeah, unless that was literally a super flex league. If it's a super flex league, you take Lamar. Is there stream delay? No, we're just very behind in comments.
Do we want to take Eckler here and be done at running back?
He fell to us?
Yeah, he fell to us. Why is he not going higher in ADP? He hasn't risen at all.
Hey, also, I just realized we were sorted by our rankings when we took Sampson, hence the 20 picks ahead of ADP pick.
Honestly, I don't really care.
I don't care either.
Sort by ADP for a second, Spicy.
Yeah, that's the thing. We might have to
do we want to grab
Tight
We
end.
kind of need another
Fifth?
quarterback. Do we have any other quarterbacks that are on the board?
Ward.
Cam Ward. And it's a little early for him.
I think we need a tight end and a quarterback here for sure.
Who do we take though?
Who's our quarterback right now? We have Baker, right?
Baker.
Honestly, I think we'd feel comfortable taking Ward here and backstacking him with like an Io Manor and a Chig if we needed to, versus missing out on a quarterback and having Geno being the best option.
Yeah, that's fine. I would have been actually okay taking Pitts and risking it there because I think Pitts would also be a little bit of a tier break at tight end.
That makes sense too. You already asked that. Please only ask your questions twice. You actually did that.
We got Cosby in the chat asking his question 3 times
Bill?
in the first 30 seconds, and you're going to go right in timeout like the actual Cosby is right now. So,
Bill, you need to ask for consent, brother.
Yeah, facts.
Sorry.
I danced around the topic. You hit it on the nose.
Oh, we got both of the last 2 years finals losers in the chat. Shout out Hoves as well. I beat him in the championship 2 years ago.
Yeah, dude. I mean, me and Danny, our confidence at an all-time high in the listener redraft league because literally it's been since COVID masks were a thing that we've lost. So
Chase, Lamar, Bowers, or Chase, Lamar, Bucky, or Chase, Bucky, and Brown.
I'd rather have Chase, Bucky, and Chase, personally.
Chase, Bucky, and Chase. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
That would be my preferred start of that group.
And a 10-man, though, dude, in a 10-man, I might take Chase, Chase, Bowers, and Brown in a 10-man.
Oh, you mean Chase, Brown, Jamar Chase, and Brock Bowers?
Jamar Chase, Brock Bowers, and Chase Brown because it's a 10-man.
My principle still holds up that even in a 10-man league, I would prefer the elite quarterback to the elite tight end. So if you wanted to go like Jamar Chase, Lamar Jackson, and Bucky Irving or Chase Brown, I think that's totally fine. But dude, I want to double tap 2 hero RBs that have top 10 upside. And I think Bucky Irving and Chase Brown do that. I would rather have the opportunity to have a 4th round quarterback slide to me or a 4th round tight end slide to me.
Hear me out. You know what I'm comfortable doing in a 10-man league, especially if it's like a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex league. Take fucking both onesies at the turn, and then you grab 2 running backs at the next.
What happens if Hurts and Kittle fall back to you though? You might want to die.
They won't because if it's a
10-man league, that's 6 less picks or whatever though.
Sure. Counterpoint: people are going to be seeing smaller lineup spots. They're going to want to fill out their lineup, and they're going to think in a 10-man league, oh, we can get depth later, and that is the correct way to approach it. Like you might be able to get Trevion Henderson and Kenneth Walker at the turn on the way back.
Maybe.
Like to me, that's a better alternative. Like honestly, in a 10-man league, it's the caveat, of course, like this is a small starting lineup. If it's like a 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, you're not obviously doing that. But if you're in a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, fuck it, give me both onesies.
Yeah,
let me roll.
I can't do both. Even in a 10-man league, I can't do both onesies. I'll pick one, but I can't do both. Not in the first 3 picks. I could do both onesies if one fell to me. Like if you took Lamar Jackson at the 301 and then at the 4-5 turn Kittle fell back to you, I could do it then, but I can't do it at the 2nd and 3rd pick.
K-Dog, I know I liked you there. I know I liked you. Good man there.
Took
good
CD
pick.
At 2 yesterday. You got to sacrifice value when you have a chance.
I mean, he is the value, baby.
I'm just kidding.
Dude,
Hunter Henry is the pick, comments.
Right? Yeah, I'm cool with that. We got to rip comments. Where did? Oh, you took it off the screen.
No, we're trying to make a pick here. That's why.
Oh shit! I don't know where we left off.
Ertz?
No.
You want to go Wandale? You want to go Thielen?
Ford, maybe.
We don't need a running back. We have 5 running backs already.
Thielen. No, Wandale sucks. That's my bad. Sorry.
I think Ertz is the pick that I would prefer of the next group here.
Yeah, thank God he went. I was never fucking doing that.
Okay. What do you want to do here then? I'll let you make the pick.
Thielen or Horton? What can I convince you on?
I'm fine with Thielen.
Okay. They both have week 17, of course. Where did we leave off in the comments now? Now I'm tweaking.
I got it.
Okay, we're good. Chase Brown went 12-man. Oh, we already answered that, Anthony.
I got the spot.
Okay. Chase Brown right here, right?
Chase Brown went 2-3 in my league. Hold on, I'm trying to find it now. Damn, we're far behind.
Yes,
that's correct.
That's Samson Heeds, your underdog drafts. Hedges. Yeah, no good comms. Picking 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for all the info. Gotcha. Okay. Good luck, brother. Let's go see that team after. I want to see you commenting it. I'm having problems getting the site to load. Is everyone else having issues or just me? I would say what you should do, log out and then log back in, because I've noticed if you leave the browser a little bit long, the site will kind of freeze at times. And that's natural. Again, it's usually a PC issue. Just try to log out and then log back in, and usually it refreshes for you. Bush is all about a starting running back now. There you go. Do you know when these flock trade vids are coming out? I wish I did, Dylan, because I want to give you that update. Guys, I'm a 12-man half PPR. Dude, you got to stop asking that question. I've seen that probably 7 times and answered it too. Come on, let me get my... Hey, you might. Lamar, yes, sir. Shout out Just a Chill Guy. I mean, Lamar is just a chill guy.
He is, yes. Also, we have 300 plus watching on YouTube right now and 59 likes. Can you guys... Yeah. Here's why you should like it. Because we hit 69,000 subscribers today. So you guys have to like it for that reason. I don't make the rules. I just... That's just the rule. And we'd also really appreciate if you like it. And reasonably, hitting the like button is as much effort as you swiping to the next TikTok on your For You page. So we'd appreciate a like if you don't mind.
Also, it was completely my doing. I said, I need Nathan here because I need to be able to swindle him in a deal like Avery did. Like, that was really what
it was totally my fault. I looked like a complete pumpkin last year, and I needed someone in the league that I feel confident that, because me and Nathan are rivals this year, and
you guys are
the battle of mid, basically. So
also, yeah, I was trolling, by the way. I trolled by ADP for sure.
Go to ADP for a second. Diami,
sure.
Or we got too many receivers, maybe.
Or running back.
Do we have another quarterback right now? Yeah, we do.
Keaton. Yeah.
I don't think we need another running back, to be honest, but
I mean, we need 2 more tight ends and we're set, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should be good. Okay, go to the tight end.
Chigaconko, or Theo Johnson. I'll never turn down. I love Theo Johnson.
Yeah, I'll go Theo Johnson because I'd rather mutilate my testicles than draft Chigaconko.
He's not even available, is he? Yeah, no, he goes like in the 160s now.
Sandlicker fucking took him.
Why do you have Bijan over Gibbs? I mean, I don't. So this is a question for Mr. Bushy Boy.
I have Bijan over Gibbs because Bijan has a larger workload than Gibbs. That would be the main primary reason. They're both good. Excellent, probably the top 3 or 4 running backs in the football universe. But Bijan has a higher receiving workload, a bigger goal line role. That would be the difference.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. I just submitted to be in the listed league. Let's go. Shout out Brock. I believe he was actually in it last year or the year before. So big shout out there. I didn't get in, but I had a free entry. No, we haven't picked yet, Dylan. So if you do want to get the season pass, you will get 3 entries.
That is correct.
Tell that to Mama Patton. She'll think about it.
You got another reason to get her on board. We're gonna just keep throwing value at you so you can. Also, I will say, Dylan, you will need to find someone who's able to use League Save for you because I believe you need to be 18 or 19 or 21 or something to play on it. So, and that will be how we.
He is not going to be allowed to. He's not going to be allowed to submit to League Save.
No, there's no way. There's no way that any of your parents are like. Yeah, like Dylan, I'm sorry, but you might need to just like graduate high school, move out of your house, and then you're able to do some of this stuff with us.
For real. Third round reversal, more of a super flex thing. Just curious who more creators don't use in their mocks. It's more of a dynasty thing in general, I would say. In redraft, I don't really see a lot of third.
I think in redraft super flex it makes sense, but not in one quarterback leagues.
Agreed. And that one league I got Nico at 17, Loud 304. Yeah, that's fucking absurd, Dylan. I was supposed to taking you down last year. It was fun sniping on your pixie. Oh, dude, AJ was the biggest fucking culprit. This guy was picking beside me, looking at my rankings every single time he was on the clock.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if you call being demolished by 80 points close to beating me, like I beat you by 80 points.
Oh man. Who did I have that got fucking hurt in that league? There was like an IR player, right? It wasn't Rasheed.
I don't know. It feels like you're just looking for someone to blame your season on right now.
I'm not blaming my season. I had a good season, but I was just curious. It was Nick. That's who was out. I have
We're on the clock. Waller?
Yeah, sure. We need another tight end, right? Yeah, I mean he's healthy, yet he hasn't risen in ADP.
I'm not really sure why he's not going higher in ADP.
Yeah, I mean, remember my thesis? I'm like, I'm going to reach a little bit up the board because he's going to go up. He just hasn't risen at all.
Why do you keep pulling Anthony's comment up?
Dog, you got to stop, Anthony. You have to stop. Seek some help.
Yeah, we need you at one-time comment. We're literally going in order of the comments. So the more comments you leave of the same question, the more you're delaying other people's comments being answered.
Anthony, I scrolled down and I've seen you comment the same thing another fucking 3 or 4 times. I gave you a chance. It's time to get a little timeout. 5 minutes, buddy. We're going in the
5-minute
back
timeout.
seat. I don't want to read your fucking comment again. Holy shit, I already answered it. Fuck. Best 18th round dart that you guys are excited about? I mean,
Dude,
Jalen
I'm starting to
Coker.
get excited about Damian Pierce. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good comp. The combo Pickens and Dak, best value upside stack. I mean, David knows ball.
Yeah.
How many more do y'all want to do? I mean, we could quickly answer some comments if you want to quickly grab an apple. Then, do you want to do one more?
Want to do one more?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're comfortable with.
It'll be a 2-hour stream. Let's just do one more. You can go grab an apple if you want to.
Yeah, go grab an
or
apple.
we can go live. You're good? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Dope.
We're going to enter a draft in 5 seconds. So we'll give you guys a chance to go to the Underdog main lobby, hit the puppy 4. You can get in this draft with us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit confirm, and you guys should be in the draft with us. We're waiting. Oh, wow. We filled it pretty quick. Hopefully that was all of you guys that got in and not just a bunch of random people.
Yeah, I guess my comment here is that when the Bucks are operating at full health, you still have an Evans and a Godwin, and as much as I love CD, there's a lot more availability of targets to be the second option versus the third option on 2 offenses that are probably going to be top 5 in volume this year. I love Igbuka though. You're not going to hear me say anything bad about that guy. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Igbuka is the man.
Yo, how we doing, fellas? We doing good. Cat Mac, no Cat Mac. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. 18th, I don't know, Tesla. I mean, if you're about the Tesla life, I can see a couple big plays going his way.
I don't know, dude. Teslas make me nauseous.
BTJ, yes, sir. Seahawks run game looks sick. I mean, you can tell Corey that one more time because hopefully,
dude, don't remind me. Like, I'm surprised Ming didn't get a clip of this, but I'm talking to Avery after I made the trade. I'm like, why do I immediately regret that?
I wish he got that.
I'm surprised Ming didn't get that video of me saying that.
Jeez. Where are y'all taking Keenan Allen? I think he's a fine 11th rounder is where I've seen him kind of settle now.
How can you seriously be talking shit that I wear 4 condoms with Christian Kirk and you're talking about drafting Keenan Allen in the year 2025?
Right. Who outscored who on a point per game basis last year?
Christian Kirk is a much better bet than Keenan Allen. I'll stand on my freaking business.
No way. What?
We got to make a bet right now. Christian Kirk versus Keenan Allen straight. I will take him all day.
Sign it in right now.
All day. All day I'll take Christian Kirk over Keenan Allen.
Give me Unk Keenan. Why is he the only Unk I like?
Okay. Gibbs, or you want to go with the receiver this time and go with Jefferson or
Jammer's just the best player on the board.
Yeah, let's go with Jamar Gibbs.
Jamar Gibbs. Keep Lamar. Grab Jacobs over Chase Brown on accident. How bad did I mess up PPR redraft? I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, Brian. I think you fucked up.
That's a heavy fuck up on my.
That's a pretty heavy fuck up.
That's a heavy fuck up. I mean, maybe go to the guy who took Chase Brown and be like, hey, listen, maybe you wanted Jacobs or whatever.
Corey, what video did we make today? Because that only happens when you've had a little bit too much liquid courage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A wise man once said, have a higher tolerance than your league mates. Hey, I tweeted this out earlier and it bears repeating.
Did you see
I would
me, by the way, in
rather
the comments?
get shit-faced every Sunday watching my dominant fantasy team and stay sober for the 3 hours that I drafted it.
So people were like, oh, yeah, like you need to drink during the draft. And I'm like, there's one caveat. If you're going to drink during your draft, you have to have the highest tolerance of your league mates is what I responded in the chats.
Yeah, I mean, assuming your league mates are drafting, because I'm going to be drinking like a ginger shot to make sure my mind is sharp if I'm drafting with you.
I mean, you know me, though. Like, I can drink like, oh, my God, Jaden Daniels in round 1. Wow.
All right.
Sorry, that shocked me. Dude, I almost like feel better when I have some drinks flowing in me because I don't overthink it. Like, I'm an overthinker when I'm fucking sober. Like, even when I play games, it's the same thing. Like, I need to just let loose sometimes. I'm way too on edge.
Yeah, that's why I think the perfect balance for me is after the first 5-6 rounds, when all the picks that mattered are out of the way, then you crack your first drink and then you have your second and third or whatever by the time the draft is finishing up. That's, to me, is the good balance because you want to be sharp for those early picks. Otherwise, you might take Garrett Wilson over Justin Jefferson.
I'm scared this guy intentionally throws his draft.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, he doesn't like take Terry McLaurin here or something.
Dude, if he takes Terry McLaurin, okay. This isn't getting thrown out. Okay.
Jaden Daniels is the guy you need, apparently.
Hey, you know what you got to do? Also, BTJ at that value is fucking absurd. Nico BTJ, I would do awful, dirty things for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do dirty things for it. I think it's just a decent start, but
it's a great start. It's a fantastic start. Now I took Mahomes at the 7th round. Okay, wait, no, that's not where we left off, right? Where did we left off? I mean, you know what to do to get in, brother. Let's get it. Nico is the London trade this year. Yeah, let's hope so, bro. Let's hope so.
I
Put
hope
him
it's
over.
not the Kenneth Walker trade. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Bucky or Lad, and you feel great
Yeah,
about it.
if we don't get Lad here, we may be screwed at wide receiver. So, oh no.
Take Bucky. Honestly.
Yeah, let's roll with
We'll worry
Bucky.
about it after. We'll take Gibbs and Baby Gibbs.
Baby Gibbs, is that what he is?
I mean, oh no. Zach called him Baby H-N. Is that what he called him?
Yeah, I can't. You're right. I cannot blame the booze if I come.
Oh, Zach called him Black Batman.
Black Batman. A Seahawks fan, I have lots of Walker bias, but I know skilled he is, and if he gets an actual offensive line, yeah, dude. And the scheme as well. I mean, Zabel's jumping up next level, getting seal blocks on linebackers. Obviously, we know the zone scheme that Clint Kubiak wants to enable. I mean, we saw Kenneth Walker. We saw Alvin Kamara before he dealt with injuries actually be efficient last year, and I think that's solely because of the Kubiak scheme.
Yeah, not
because
to mention
their offensive line was
literally
bad.
body slammed a guy for a 3-yard run last year. If anybody remembers the clip I'm talking about,
that's just aura, bro. Like you can't.
It is aura, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am scared shitless about trading Kenneth Walker. Like it is easily the easiest way I lose that trade is that Kenneth Walker just smashes, and I'm really kind of pissed I made the deal for that reason. Again, that
feels
being
like the
said,
first year I've been in.
I like what I've done after that deal, and now I feel good about my team. But generally speaking, Walker's the one guy that I dealt away in the trades that I've made that I'm like, I really hope he doesn't screw me.
This just isn't a big enough tier upgrade at wide receiver to give up on the upside for JCM, in my opinion. It's not a bad offer, but like
I think I'd rather have Sutton, to be honest, and I'd be comfortable giving up JCM for it.
Because it's basically what, like a fifth or sixth and like a ninth versus a fourth or fifth.
Do we want to go with the quarterback? We want to take Harrison this time because we went with JSN last time. We go Harrison if you want. Doesn't matter to me.
Sure. I was going to say quarterback, but that's cool too.
Okay. Well, I mean, you wasted 6 seconds of us on the clock doing that. So
you know what I was trying to do, like Action Jackson.
I see.
I have so much Allen.
Yeah, I have a lot of I'm curious how much after my last batch of slows. I don't remember how much because I remember I was really behind the 8 ball on
elite quarterback
elite
after
quarterbacks, and then I did a bunch of drafts before.
Yeah,
like 6.3% Lamar, which is not ideal. 7.1% Allen, which is kind of also not ideal.
Yeah, I need to
13.5% Hurts feels good, and Jaden Daniels 7.1% also, so not ideal. But I need to keep taking him.
Yeah, I need to keep taking these quarterbacks as well, and I'm sure after this batch, I've been taking a bunch. It will go up. Should I make this trade? I don't see a trade, brother. I'm assuming it's in the next comment.
Hilarious, actually.
No. JT will miss at least 3 to 4 games to sprain ankle. We know that. I mean,
he'll place the first 3 to 4, and I get DJ Giddens league winner season.
Mine 2 behind Quinshawn. Yeah, that's good comms there, Arthur. Walker's always hurt though. I mean, hopefully he's not.
I hope he's hurt.
Don't do that to me, dude. Dude, I hired a new coaching or training staff. Let me live. Last year I should have fucking won the Flock League, and I got cocked. I deserve something good in my life.
Yeah.
You don't want to see me at full health in the championship. Won't that feel a lot more satisfying?
To be honest with you, it would make for much better content if half your team's injured by week 3.
No, I'd rather. I mean, fuck.
I
was gonna say something. I was gonna say something out of pocket, but we're on stream, and I'm.
You will wreck your entire house if your whole team's injured by week 3 again.
You guys can just close your eyes and envision what I could have said that maybe I can't say. Right
Danny's just going to be a bull in a china shop in his office, just breaking shit.
Now that's over. Grab Jacobs over Chase. Oh, you already asked that, Brian. I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. DJ Giddens and Taj Brooks, my 2 highest best ball picks. Yeah, no, I like that. Good,
Brian proceeded to ask it more times, so you're going on time and out, brother.
Oh, brother, what are we fucking doing? Get a grip.
Guys got to learn the rules around here.
Learn the rules. Use the FSC code on Underdog years ago, so I don't get the bonus ones. I mean,
yeah. The whole purpose of it, admittedly, is so that it's people who are supporting us like a ton this year. Because if we gave the spot to someone who used our code 3 years ago, we don't know if they still follow our content. Maybe they hate us now. We have no idea.
Yeah, for sure. What you keep taking the comments out when I'm trying to find off where
I see where they are.
All right, you're clicking it then. We're switching.
All right. Movies. So I was taking it off because when we're on the clock, I like it off the screen.
It's spicy.
You want to go JMO here? We got Gibbs.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, let's go JMO.
We might have to take 2 receivers here, but like, dude, the running back value is just so fucking nice.
It is so nice, dude. Getting Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker being 4th, 5th round turn picks is insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, with one of them falls, we just gotta fucking suck it up and take them, right?
Yeah. Sir Alexander, if you used our underdog code since January 1st, 2025, you are definitely eligible to get into the listener league. And it looks like 2 or 3 people in the forum so far are trying to get there via underdog code.
Sorry, you have where we left off, right?
Yeah, I got it. Hi, all. What's going on, Jerry?
Yeah, sorry. I just read this. I'm like, why bum?
Oh man,
that made me fucking laugh. All right, you got us.
How did y'all get back to Canada after they canceled your flights? We walked, dude. No, we took a Southwest flight to Tampa and then back to Buffalo, and then we Danny's uncle and mom picked us up at the border.
Oh.
Okay. Instead of, how about we do something different than what we want to do here, and let's take Jalen Waddle instead.
Okay.
You know, I want to take Devontae and you want to take Travis. So we're just going to be a losing battle. I'm not going to have any Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek's going to go down in week 2 and Jalen Waddle's going to be a league winner. It's because I simply took Devontae Smith every single time.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to smash, but then the boy's going to smash harder. Travis. All right. You got where we left off.
I have to find it again. I clicked away.
Oh, hell no.
Let me take a look. See. Okay, here we go.
Look, we're answering all these comments. That's my
we're trying to get to all these comments if we can. Highest round you're grabbing, Bill. I think we maybe asked that someone else asked that question, but like round 8, 9, 10 ish, probably. Fernando, I'm taking Sutton there slightly, especially if you have Bo Nix.
Driving back is insane. How long? We didn't actually drive.
No, we didn't drive back.
We drove back. We drove back from Buffalo, Brock.
Should I take this trade? I received Mahomes, Bijan, Igbuka, and Algier. They get Allen, London, Pacheco, Thornton. Okay, so
nothing.
Bijan, obviously the biggest part
Mahomes,
of the other
Bijan,
side.
Igbuka, or Allen, London, Pacheco is the question right here.
Yeah, Algier and Thornton are useless.
If this is a 1 quarterback league, you just take the Mahomes, Bijan side.
Yeah, I mean, Allen, London, Pacheco is enticing, but I'd rather have Igbuka than Pacheco, and London and Bijan's a pretty sizable gap and probably bigger than Allen and Mahomes.
Question: 1 quarterback league, are you taking Allen and London or Bijan?
I'd take Allen in London, I think, but that would be close.
If you threw in Igbuka there, though, it's easily the Bijan Igbuka side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Don't put all your eggs into one basket, Warren Buffett. Yes, sir. Hey. I know you're high on Devontae Smith Bush, but wasn't he kind of boom bust last year from what I remember? I mean, that's precisely why I'm taking him in best ball. But to be honest with you, the term boom bust, when it's a flex player, because I'm drafting him in round 4 or 5, I literally don't care if he's consistent or not. I literally don't care. I get my consistency.
So think about it like this. Consistency
and those guys.
We'll think about it like this too. We'll make our pick as well. Consistency doesn't matter fucking at all in fantasy, because how many matchups do you actually have per year that are decided within 5 points? The majority of your matchups that you have are decided by 20 points. So I'd rather the guy that could put up a 35-point week.
Do we want to go Olave, Debo, Diggs? What do you want to do here?
Christopher Olave.
Yeah, sure. I've never heard that sound. Come out of you.
At the 6'9" too. Nice.
Yeah, I think I feel pretty good. Just honestly, if Devontae Smith, if I think he's going to finish wide receiver 15 points per game this year, and he's being drafted wide receiver 28, I really don't care how he gets there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like if he had 3 40-point weeks, it's like, well, I probably won my week those weeks. Like I really don't care how it comes or if he's consistent or not. If it's a first round pick and he's going to be inconsistent, then you have an argument he was boom bust or whatever. But you don't want to really care that much about a 5th round pick being boom bust. It's like they're boom bust. They're 5th round picks.
Where the fuck did we leave off?
I got it. That was where we left off. Okay, we gotta make a pick here. Do we want to go? You want to go Sam Laporta? We have JMO and Gibbs.
Yeah, let's line it up.
This biatch.
Honestly, just use that money for the season pass on Flock Fan. Yeah, exactly, guys. Season pass is the best singular deal in the fantasy industry right now. 4 draft guides for the price of one, $34 for the entire season, August through January.
Which means every single week, you'll have our start sit rankings, by the way, too. Like if you want to know who to start and, that kind of thing, like you basically could spend $34 for the entire season, never have to super chat us once.
Yep. Also, Sir Alexander, if we do another listener dynasty league, it would be this off season. So keep tuned on that. We'll announce it if we do end up deciding to do another one.
Yeah, I do feel bad that we never have done a listener startup like this time of year, because there's probably people who like and prefer to do dynasty startups this time of year. It's just that we want to do dynasty startups when there's nothing else to do.
I'm way too busy at this time. I'm way too busy at this time. Like the time that I'm going to be a degenerate and have 8-hour clocks is going to be in fucking April. It's going to be in fucking February, you know? Nakua plus Savante in the 4th on same team. Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine doing that, honestly. Rob plays. I got JT who went off the dagger, was also losing chase. Oh yeah, that's a good point, by the way.
Yeah, that was.
Few people got into the Dynasty Listen League. I have a good chance to get into the redraft league. I mean, it's math at the end of the day, Dylan. It could happen. Number 56 light already subscribed, doing a puppy listening. Appreciate you.
Hey, he's in here doing everything he can.
Woof woof. Yo, with the listener league, if you have the Flock season pass, you get 3 plus a free one, or just 3 to fill it up.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have specified that. If you have any kind of subscription whatsoever, you don't get the free entry anymore. Like the one free entry is if you're a 1 free entry. If you have 3 because you're a season pass holder, you get 3. They only stack if it's like you did the only thing that stacks is if you did Underdog and you have a site subscription.
Sir, shut up, Brock. Don't live here in the U.S. We're going downhill quite fast. Factual. Oh no, as an insane haul. Yes, sir. JT so went off. Absolutely. Heard Danny moving to Austin. Might make it happen. I don't know. I was top seed. Yeah, you were top seed. I was more so chatting shit. My bad, Mike. Why is Hampton going in the late second? I know Najee is out, but I think Slater being injured will hurt his production, even with Mackay and Joe Alt. As long as she's just betting on an elite workhorse size player, talented player, first round pick on an offense that has a quarterback that we believe is a top 5 to 7 type of quarterback in the league. It's really just attaching yourself to a good situation there. I will agree though. Rashawn Slater being out maybe decreases the likelihood of hitting. Oh, we got a pick.
Yeah, go Tracy. Sorry, I was looking off the other screen.
Slater being out maybe decreases the efficiency upside that he would have had. Like maybe the 5.0 yards per carry might not happen, but if he's getting 250 to 300 touches, I think it offsets. Dear God, the all-time high for concurrent. I mean, it very well might be.
It's over 300. Yeah, this is definitely pretty high for it.
Appreciate you guys. But you remember the comment I made on Mason's stream? He said he in creator chat. I can't recall that, Dylan. Appreciate that. When I went on, I couldn't see my profile pic, sir. Godwin's price too good right now. Agree with you there. I think we read that, by the way. My draft is in 20 minutes. Good luck there, Miki. Where has Michael Penix been going on average? I mean, unfortunately, we're about 16 minutes after your draft started, but quarterback 18, 19, 21.
Yeah, probably like the 13th round or so, 14th round. Okay, we're about to be on the clock here. Do you think we push off? Would be my question.
We can push on one more pick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the turn, though. Like, kind of. We're kind of at a turn, so.
We just got to hope the Amano guy doesn't take him.
Okay.
Who's the Amano guy have a
We don't have time for that, I don't think.
He's got Mayfield. Okay, we're good.
Okay, you got Mayfield? Okay, we should be fine. You want to go Kraft? Oh, no, you want to go Mixon?
Colson or Kraft, maybe?
Yeah. We have Laporte already.
I'm cool ending it off at 2.
Let's go with we got Goff now. Okay, whatever. We needed him anyway, so it's fine.
That's fine. Spicy's losing it in the back.
Sorry, we're being shitty. We're being shitty on camera.
I mean, I said what I wanted. Corey was like, "Oh, I don't know." I said I wanted Loveland. Corey's like, "Oh, wait, Spicy."
I didn't know if you knew we had Laporta, Danny. That's why I didn't.
New rule. New rule. Unless we're way ahead of time, we don't talk about the pick. We just one of us makes the decision and we rotate.
Okay. Yeah. Start up right now. Got Hunter with the 412 soaked. That is fucking absurd, Tyler. Well done. I appreciate that. You picking Bucky or Bowers at the 303 with Bijan and BTJ already drafted? I'm going Bowers, dude.
Yeah, 303 is great value for Bowers, but I still have Bucky ranked higher.
Dude, with a hero running back and a hero wide receiver, give me the tight end that's going to outscore everybody, in my opinion.
Yeah, except for Trey McBride.
We'll see. Mason, remember when Danny fleeced you? Appreciate you, Arthur. The more the better for sure. Yes, sir.
Mason goes, remember your trade, neither do I. Damn.
Arthur is hilarious, by the way. Just
throw it on the shopping block there.
This is facts, by the way, Jelly. Where has Brock been going? Yeah, Brock's like a 2-3 turn guy, middle second type shit. He was sweating because he was looking at that Sydney Sweeney ad in the shower. Dude, I might have to. I don't know. I'm kidding. Middle second. The headband makes you look baked. That's a good calm, actually.
I can confirm, actually, my most baked states of mind was when I was wearing bandanas. So,
I mean, it makes sense.
I used to wear them in high school, and I was certainly the most baked I'd ever been in my life.
Thoughts on JCM and Dynasty? If you can get a second rounder for him, you sell him.
Yeah, you cash out for a second rounder. Although we would have probably said that about Puka Nacua too, for what it's worth. So
when is the league drawing? The league is drawing.
We mentioned it. I already answered that comment. It was on Saturday.
Water softener. It's hard water irritating your eyes. That could be the case. It also happens
when they don't have anything like that.
I also happen when I was sweating during the Flock League draft order video. If only we were in the same league, Mason. Run laps around you. Woo!
Arthur throwing some shade. Ooh.
Any more underdog drafts after this? Would love to hop in and smoke you. I mean, we'll see. Not sure yet.
Jensen's going 1-2 turn pick mainly.
Shout out the boys. You have to click on your comment. He has been used as a 3-down back in preseason. Unfortunately, I don't know who you're referring to, and I don't really have enough time to.
I think he's talking about JCM.
Yeah, I mean that's
he's probably talking about Genty.
Yeah, shout out the boys. Corey hates the USA.
I do. Yeah, unfortunately, it's nothing against you guys. I'm just so pro Canada.
The Tetra condom, the Deca condom.
Okay, we're on the clock here in a second.
Yep.
You want to go? We can take Burden and hope Caleb falls back to us. Maybe
Luther.
Yeah, you want to do that? If Caleb doesn't fall back to us, I'm down for one of these condomy ass plays here.
I'm cool with Bateman or dude, even a Njoku to close off at 2, bro. I don't mind.
I can't wait till you convince me that Christian Kirk being like wide receiver 34 in points per game was a bad pick. You're gonna be like, dude, that was like not consequential. It's like, yeah, but he was a fucking 11th rounder, so it's fine.
But like, how many 15+ point half PPR weeks is he gonna give you this year?
Probably like 4 or 5, dude. Christian Kirk scored 10 touchdowns his first season with Jacksonville. He had a double-digit touchdown season with Jacksonville.
Did Jacksonville draft 2 day 2 wide receivers?
No, but Jaden Higgins might be splitting time with Xavier Hutchinson, and Jalen Noel might not even be on the roster. I have never heard one reporter mention him.
Dude, that's awesome. Christian Kirk might very well win you your week 1 leagues.
Yeah. Dude, I think Christian Kirk is going to be a guy that people are like, okay, I guess I got to move him up the rankings because he's this year's Jacoby Myers. That's how I feel about him.
When you say onesie, you mean
man. That's what I'm saying.
When you say onesie, you mean a quarterback or a tight end? Yes, and Caleb Williams did fall back to us, so we feel happy.
Yeah, let's roll with Caleb here.
Getting
hopefully him, his bum plug doesn't fall out.
His bum plug was insane. Well, it's good, fellas. 2 more league drafts today, and then done with leagues. Good luck there, Seb. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out the boy.
Where have you been to in Canada? I need names. I need names. If you've been respectfully, if you haven't been to Canada, you can't hate Canada. That's just the reality of the situation.
You were talking about your league rival earlier with Nathan. There is my number 1 league rival there. Shout out Badaki. I can't wait to take you boys down again. I'm getting those CEO shirts made when one of you finishes last and I take the first place trophy.
Yes, sir.
You remember my stupid fucking Canva design with the CEO of Fantasyland? It's an Australian flag with my face on.
Yeah, that was so disrespectful on so many different levels. You know what I'm surprised about, Danny? The most surprising thing about that is that you haven't had it in our media assets to show every single time that we're on stream because you have emotional attachments to bad graphics typically.
Dude, I love a good bad graphic. If I can throw a poop emoji on a thumbnail, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Bichon and Brown, yes, sir. Time will take the right guy at 2. Ball, Seb. Ball. What do you think about my blockbuster in our Dynasty League? Oh, shout out. The boys are in Dynasty Leagues together. I don't think an elite quarterback at the turn. I mean, it's your preference, brother. Buka could be good. Bucks offense to the league. I mean, that's a perfectly good take.
I don't know if we're going to be elite without Godwin and, no J-Mac or whatever, but I do think it's funny because we were elite with friggin' K. Dotton as our number 1 receiver for about 4 weeks last year. So
I will say, by the way, Sammy did draft a good team. I'll give him flowers. I think for sure out of the teams, he is in the top 6.
Yeah, I think his 7th through 10th rounders are not 100% what I would do.
His start was elite, though.
His start was really good, and you know what? I could be wrong about Pearsall, and that could have been a great pick. I just am not a huge fan of taking him in the 6th round, and I'm not a huge fan of Mason either. But you know what? Jordan Mason, not Mason. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of his either, though.
How high should guys like Hunter, McMillan, Henderson, Harvey go in PPR startup drafts? I would say Hunter, for me, I'd be perfectly comfortable taking him at the end of the 2nd. In fact, I've taken him at the end of the 2nd.
Okay, we got to interject with our pick here. I got the comment pulled up.
Samson?
Yeah, let's go Sam. We'll just keep taking Samson at this price tag. I mean, Samson's ADP has been the most weird thing to figure out all offseason long because it feels like his ADP should be 95 right now. given
it's not.
Judkin's situation. But because there's been so much fluctuation with Judkin's ADP, it's been hard to figure out what Samson's ADP should be.
Yeah.
So it's really weird.
So to answer your question, late 2 for me for Hunter. McMillan, I think, is a perfectly fine mid to late 3. Henderson probably an early 4 about is where I see him
early
going.
4th is probably where I feel comfortable. I'd be fine with him in the late 3rd even.
Yeah, I would agree there.
And then Harvey probably more of a 5-6-ish area, depending on what you think of him.
Would agree. Sweating earlier because Dylan, I know your brain might be just preoccupied with like Fruit Loops and sugar highs, but you just made that exact comment like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, there you go. Do you want to grab someone a little? I don't want Jaden Blue here.
Tight end. We can go Breton.
We could also do anything but that.
Your call then.
Yeah. Let's go Kyle Williams.
Sure. I'll never complain about a good Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it took? Okay. I thought it took Breton for a second.
I might be missing something, but are these
chat
coming from? I don't see a lot of people in this live chat. Oh, I don't. Maybe for some reason it's delayed for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot of comments that are built up, so we're keeping on going. Got CD in London as well,
You
bro.
might have it sorted by top chat instead of live chat.
Thanks, gents. Appreciate you, Thomas. How worried should I be that I have Ayuk and Godwin on a competitive dynasty roster? Until they're healthy, you should be worried, in my opinion. That's the best way to answer it. Obviously, you want those guys on the field. Hey, guys, such a huge fan of the content. Love the perspectives. Appreciate that. In my league, 14-man half PPR, we get to pick our draft spot based on the combine and our second choice, best draft spots to choose. I honestly really like in a 14-man picking at that end of the board. Can you would you pick seriously pick 13 so you can get 2 of the top players?
Yeah, I think pick 13 would be actually really strong
even
in that area of the board for sure. Because like you said, you'd probably be left with Amon-Ra in London or something.
Yeah. And then you even in a 14-man at the 3-4 turn, you might be able to get Henderson plus Walker.
Well, in a half PPR, you probably wouldn't. Yeah. So you'd probably want to start your draft with St. Brown and Genty or something, or Achan and whatever. You probably want to get a running back and a wide receiver because you might get locked out at the 3-4.
So for us, this would go for me, Odunze, Igbuka, Golden Pearsall. For Bush, Igbuka, Odunze, Golden Pearsall. Yeah. The only difference, of course, is the Odunze and Igbuka.
Which I have Pearsall and Golden quite close, though, for what it's worth.
Yeah. And Odunze and Igbuka are back-to-back for me. Would you guys trade Pickens, McConkey, and Bowers for McBride, Neighbors, and Reed? Loving this. Appreciate you, boys. So, I mean, it's pretty simple to me. Neighbors is the best asset.
Yeah, this is McBride, Neighbors, and Reed, and it's not even close.
Sign me up. All day, every day. I think Odunze has the best season. I agree with you, Miki. Spoiler alert for maybe what could be coming.
There you go.
Drafting 103, 2 quarterback, 10-man PPR. Daniels are being kept. Go Hurts, CD, or Bijan. In a 2 quarterback league, I just go with Hurts. Yeah, even still, those top quarterbacks are so valuable.
Yeah, they are. I would say in a 10-man, because I have Bijan ranked so high, I would think about it for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be close for me with CD, but realistically, if Daniels is being kept too, I think once those 3 quarterbacks are off the board and then Daniels is also kept, everybody else might just start panicking and taking Joe Burrow in the mid-4, mid-first, and stuff like that.
Can we take Hollywood Brown here? It feels like a nice value.
Sure. And the tight end, potentially.
Yeah.
You like being weaker at tight end than I do. I like securing 2 guys.
Having 3 tight ends. That's why. Well,
that's fair. I like securing two mid-range guys in the 7 through 13 range.
I just think the variance of this position is I want to have 3 of them. And we also have Laporta, which means if I take an early round tight end like that, I usually like having 2 very, very late round guys to go along with them.
I think that's reasonable. Jason, people. Chase Brown is the best running back of that core there, in my opinion. Andre Chase Brown, because he old, gets hurt. Love excuser. Someone time out Cosby.
A lot of people timed out Cosby already.
So actually, I would disagree with you. Morales, 2 years ago, he was. Last year, when he was actually healthy, he was very efficient for the Commanders.
Yeah.
10-man full PPR draft tonight, picking at the 8 spot. What would your first 4 rounds look like? Asking because I don't know if I should take an elite quarterback or tight end at the 3-4 turn or punt both.
3-4 turn, I'm cool taking one of them for sure. I wouldn't take an elite quarterback and an elite tight end unless you were confident in the wide receiver value later. But if you start your draft at the 8 hole with Malik Neighbors and Devon Achan, and then at the 3-4 you can grab Hurts and great wide receiver value or something, that'd be good.
Yep, that's reasonable. What round can I steal about Penix? Probably round 13, 14, I think is the spot he lands. Yo, what's good, Zeno? Fantasy Stock Chain, my team was good when y'all did the DDS episode. Can't wait to see then, Dylan. 108 has 4 quarterbacks with Hurts. Holy fuck, that is nutty. What the in this draft?
That was the last one.
Oh hell no.
Draft. Yeah, we're if anybody's wondering why the stream's delayed, it's because we're like 40 minutes on comments behind. Okay. You want to go Ertz here?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take Ertz.
8 out of 12 neighbors, HN, Lamar. That looks good, brother. That looks good.
Looks good.
Cooked. Sorry, if you leave like a longer comment, we probably will just skim through it. Against my college buddies for us to try Superflex this year drafts in an hour. Let's see how many top tier. Good luck there, Mike. Appreciate you, brother. Good luck. These guys are good. Draft strategy. Yes, sir. Fancy dog knows ball. Hey, boys, how do I not end last in my main, very public, very popular redraft league? Unfortunately, Corey doesn't have advice.
Feels like a question for me.
Yeah. How do you
who came last in a very public, very popular redraft league? I would say don't be afraid to come in last. It's not that bad.
Hey, so
if
Corey,
you're swinging for the win and you come in last, there's
Corey,
no harm with it.
I think he was talking to me because you clearly do not know how to not end up in last.
Yeah, probably. But, you know what? Coming in last place and riding a scooter to the draft and wearing Avery's beautiful mug on you, it's not that bad. I took Garrett Wilson over Jefferson last year because I thought it was the right pick, and it clearly wasn't. Yeah. I tried to trade for IU because I thought it was the right trade, and it clearly wasn't. Shit happened. Like, I went down swinging.
And I guess for example, you're Garrett Wilson versus Justin Jefferson. It's like my version of that could be, what if Waddle outscored Nico Collins in points per game last year? Like, I would have been clown too. Guess what? When you have fucking conviction, make a damn fucking pick. Have a fucking stance. Have some fucking nuts. Live.
All right, Danny, we're going to need to use the bird if you say fuck one more time.
Right. Have some friggin' forking nuts and lay them on the table.
I kind of want to start talking like Avery and Nathan. When I play either of them, I'm not going to use a single curse word in my 8 clips.
Fork and frog.
And I'm going to purposely try and make it seem like I'm going to.
I was in 2 leagues last year. League 1, I used a basic cheat sheet. League 2, I started following FSC and downloaded their guide. I didn't finish in the top 3 in League 1, but won League 2. I mean, proof is in the pudding. That's analytics for you guys.
Hey, 50% hit rate is higher than 8.3%, which is your implied chances of winning it.
100% hit rate when it was with FSC, though.
Facts.
It's better than 0% with the opposition. Hey, guys, huge fan of your content, analytical perspectives. I believe you just asked that, but we gave you the answer about 2 seconds ago. Appreciate you. I believe that was the same person that asked it, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Kraken Nation. Again, please try to keep it to 1. Again, appreciate you for being a huge fan. I'm not going to put you in timeout because I only saw it 2 times.
Okay. Danny Yappin.
Running back. Tight end? ADP, running back. ADP.
Woody? Sure. I never get him.
Sure. I kind of want to take Damian Martinez, but that's fine.
I never get Woody Marks.
We didn't have a lot of time either. I was mid-yap. 10-man full PPR. Picking a spot. What should be the approach? I mean, we have a couple videos ready for you there. I'm gonna keep it a stack, brother. I don't have about like 3 to 5 minutes right now to give you the full elaboration. I would say right now we talked about the 10-man, 8-man, bigger league, shallower league adjustments on the pick 5 through 8 strategy. That is going to be your tell-all, and depending on what platform you are on, I would suggest also watching the platform videos. Sutton versus Pickens. Give me Pickens all day, every day there, Zach.
Yeah, here, let's get ready for our pick here before we go through more comments. I got where we left off. What do we want to do here? Do we want to go one more wide receiver?
We need a tight end as well. Probably one more wide receiver, one more tight end, last 2 picks.
Yeah, you want to go Slayton, Io Manor, Pierce?
Any stacking options?
We don't really have any.
Okay.
Unless we took Tesla in the last round. Okay. We could do that.
Okay. Jalen Coker.
You want to go Coker? I take a lot of Coker already, I guess. That's why I'm kind of fading him a little bit.
You shouldn't be fading him when he's going to be an absolute baller this year on an offense we believe in. That's a crazy combo. Horton's a sleeper. He was looking good in the preseason. Dude, I was drafting a ton of him in the 20th round, so seeing his ascension now, he's like picking in the 160s I've seen in some drafts. I feel very good about some of that CLV. Johnson or Smith, this could literally refer to any fucking player.
These are like 2 of the most common last names in all of the United States.
Like what?
I mean, Theo Johnson or Jonnu, I think is what he's asking.
Give me Theo. Show me your bush is crazy.
That's crazy.
For my go-to redraft team, yes, sir. I mean, I think you've described your team as your go-to redraft team that you just drafted like 4 separate comments.
Yeah, I mean, Danny, you keep picking the same comments over and over again, bro. Part of it's on you for clicking people who are submitting the same comment.
It was Dylan. I know he's just retyping it because he's excited.
I know, but like, don't click it again. We've already talked about it.
Riding scooter looks solid to me, Chandler. Yeah. 69th link, appreciate that. Congrats on hitting 69K, appreciate you. If you start 2 wide receivers, 1 running back from the 3 hole, and Henderson's not at the 4 or 5 turn, would you double tap wide receiver, take running back 6-7, or have your RB2 be Chuba or Connor? I just don't feel comfortable reaching on Chuba or Connor on that turn, so I'd rather punt.
Yeah, I'd rather punt. I don't think that Chuba or Connor, Chuba specifically, is outrageous at the 4 or 5 turn. I just wouldn't personally love to do it. I'd rather take a 2-3 turn running back to make sure I don't have to do that.
Dylan, fuck, man, we're trying.
Yeah. Also, you're contributing to it, by the way.
Yeah, by asking you're saying the same thing 4 times. I'm a degenerate that clicks it anyways. Appreciate you, by the way, Zach. Be like Zach, like the stream.
There you go.
Took your rankings. I went Lamb, Bucky, Lamar, Henderson, Tet, Egbuka, and Pierce all full PPR.
There you go.
Hopefully your league mates weren't too attached to the money in the pot because you will be snagging it.
Yeah, pick it up.
Boom, appreciate you, Joe. I'm gonna play Clash until you see this comment. Got Genty, Henderson, and Johnson. Yeah, no, that's fire there. Episcopos.
That's fire there.
Episcopos. 69th like. You mean the Battle of Meh?
Yeah, that's me and Nathan last year.
Who do I draft? Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, JT. Chase Brown, please. Please help you out. Got you. It's Cosby, actually, by the way. He's back.
Is it? Oh, facts. Okay, what do we got?
I don't know.
Do we have anyone of function? You want to go your boy, Noah?
I will never turn down a Noah Gray.
Yeah, we don't have any. I mean, we could take Komet.
No.
We have Caleb.
We don't have to.
I mean, at some point, you got to admit that there is a reasonable universe in which Colson Loveland doesn't pay off.
It's not Earth, though.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets hurt.
Oh, relax. Why did you have to say that? You're trying your darn tootest. That
was awful. Never again.
You're trying your hardest to fucking curse me. I hired a whole new training staff, brother. We're not doing with that. In fact, I wouldn't be out here wishing ill on your players. What if I just went out and said, hey, I hope your whole team ends up on the fucking IR by week 1?
I wouldn't say anything because you can't have any power over my team. You pretend that I'm going to have power on your team.
But the thing is, when you say it, it's just bad juju, dude. You don't need to bring bad juju.
I know Juju's bad at football, but what is this?
Dude, you know what you're doing. It's just cuck energy. Don't do that. It's just cuck energy.
Need to run, but FSC's strong. Are we dying?
Appreciate you, Thomas. Appreciate you. That escalated quickly. Yes, sir. What do I eat during my draft? Ass is a good idea. Hammer the like button for the homies. Appreciate you, Tom. Walker, Breece, HN, 3-man keeper. Which are you keeping? I'm keeping Nico Collins. I'm keeping Chase Brown, and I'm keeping Devon HN there. Brew Crew. Hammer D's nuts. Das Brew Crew. You guys in on Keaton Mitchell in the 18th round? Absolutely, brother. Thoughts on my team in your draft from 9 started with Neighbors. Was it that draft? No, it's probably the one before.
In your thoughts on my team in your draft from 9 started with Neighbors. Yeah, I mean, we'd have to.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look forward while you're doing that. Got to sell me on Waller. He's cheap.
I got to sell myself on Waller a little bit, to be honest, but I think he could be a spike week guy. I wouldn't take him in redraft, though.
Yeah, team looks strong. Good construction. You got your running back, Slate Pollard, good workload. Jalen Warren, I've actually grown on a good bit. You get Hawkinson there. Maybe would have waited a little bit, but then you pair him with Loveland, so you got a strong duo. Judkins, perfectly fine value, although I maybe would have wanted to wait and see if the room would have faded him. Aside from that, though, I think that's a pretty strong team. I'd give it probably, an 8?
Yeah, I'm seeing some fucking hilarious ass comments here. Okay, we're not going to get to all the comments, but we'll go through the highlights because there's some funny ass ones in here.
So Joe, usually the way we get around it is we will, hopefully we don't have people that aren't in America because we'd prefer not having to do this. But what we've done for people in the past is they would send money and then we'd put it in for them. But hopefully you just
don't get in, Joe, is what Danny's saying.
I'm lazy. I'm sorry. Unless Corey's wanting to do it.
Yeah. I think actually you're the one hosting the League Safe this year because I did it last year.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Yeah. I mean, it will stress me out more for you to do it because I feel like even though you've used League Safe 600 times, you still don't know how to use it. So
good day, bros. Thoughts on RJ
Danny,
Harvey?
I said I'm going through the highlight comments here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're I'm not trying to stand here for 45 minutes more. Yeah, I mean, that was one of them that I was going to say. Why do I keep smelling my fingers? Because my nose is itchy, dude. Dylan said, I'm not even going to comment. They're like half an hour behind while commenting, which I thought was hilarious.
Yo, some of these call egg bucka. Egg bucka.
Egg,
Wait nose ball, by the way.
egg bucka. It's a no long tuck. Sorry.
Dude, Kraken, I've read this line from you fucking 8 times in this chat. I've read this exact same fucking line. I appreciate that you're a big fan. Stop fucking spamming it.
This guy's hot right now. Do they ever, dude? I will say one thing I want to say really quick. The auction people are out this year. They are out for blood. They are here to tell you how much auction is better than other formats.
I love that shit, bro. Oh man.
Okay. Let's skim through some of these other ones. HN for McCaffrey. I'd rather have HN, but it's a fair trade, like you said here. Kyron plus Pittman will get you Jettas. I mean, if it does, that's insane. Apparently, that's quoting Nathan and Avery's trade. LOL. Hoping for one of the big. Yeah, I think that's a good plan there, Olaf. Is Worthy a strong enough wide receiver 2 in a 2 wide receiver league? If you're strong everywhere else, I'm fine with it. But ideally, he'd be like my flex. Danny won the first trade in the Flock League, but lost the second, in my opinion. So you think I won that trade? I appreciate that.
He didn't even think he won the deal. Corey didn't even think he won that trade.
I think I won that trade now that I've made other trades, but I don't think I won that trade because Walker could screw me hard there.
Damn, I must be the biggest of fish because I was with your mom.
Also, Host Slayer is just throwing in some heat in the chat, man. I'm not gonna lie.
He's fucking I know he's on an all-timer.
He's on a hater.
Holy shit, dude! I was going through the comments like light speed, and we were still fucking like 100 behind.
Ready? Okay, I'm gonna go through 10 in a row. Light speed. Chase Brown, Kyron, Bucky. Give me Chase Brown and Bucky. Late round running backs: Benson, Sharps, Tootin. Yeah, those are all really good ones. Sharps would be my preference of the group there. Is he okay? We don't know. We got a Brit in the chat. Yes, Govna, we do. Would you trade London for BTJ? I would.
I would still have BTJ.
Yeah, Chase and Bucky. Yeah, that's what we're talking about there. Draft third in 20 minutes. Who should I take? You should take Bijan or Gibbs, whoever's falling to you. Danny's going to say that you should take CeeDee Lamb.
Which you should.
Hamilton Home Comfort. Shout out to Hamilton Home Comfort here.
Wait, what? That is very specific. Am I targeted here?
Is this you? Like, do you know someone who owns Hamilton Home Comfort in your real life?
I've never heard. That is hilarious. Trey McBride easily over Tyreek Hill, and other 2 keepers are Trey McBride. Except Lamb, Dak, Cook for Lamar, BTJ, Pollard. I mean, if this is a 1 quarterback league, I just go with Lamb side here.
Yeah, agreed.
GM, yes sir. Appreciate you, Ball's life. Chicken Chase. Think of Lamar Allen. I think that's a perfectly fine start there. Not avocado. I looked up one of my championships last year in 8 weeks. We're with 8 points. Why IDP leagues with Hunter could be huge. Yeah, no, that's factual, brother. Do I accept? I mean, you already asked that, Avanish. Appreciate it. My rival, Avanish. I'm sorry. I'm going to put you in the backseat for a little bit, brother. You can't ask 3 questions in a fucking 5 comment span when they're the same one. Do you think Judkins gets signed before week 1? If not, where do you think he gets signed? I have no clue when he gets signed. I'm just grateful I have Dylan Sampson.
I'm grateful I didn't draft Quinshon in the 5th also.
Not everybody could say that.
No, not everyone can say that. It was the funniest part about that was Mason coming out of the bathroom and thinking it was a joke. Because I literally told him, yeah, Nathan just took Quinshon Judkins. He's like, Judkins went? I'm like, yes, Judkins. And he's like, what the hell is he doing?
Late 6th is still too early for me. At least it's not Nathan, though. You didn't take him in the 5th.
I'm not going to lie. Judkins in the 5th is worse than Garrett Wilson over Justin Jefferson.
It might be. What made you become fans of the Cowboys and the Bucks? For me, especially when I first started watching football, it was DeMarcus Ware, Tony Romo, and then my stepdad came in when I was 9. He was a big Cowboys fan. That's when I started playing football. For you, is because I believe you were watching the Buccaneers versus Eagles game, and one of your uncles was an Eagles fan, and you said, "No, fuck that, I'm rooting for the other team."
I just picked the red team because I was 5, and also I played Madden as a kid, and they had really good defense, and I loved Rondé and Lynch and those guys.
Yeah, they will get to JT. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate you, Bindles. Shout out Bindles in the chat. Y'all insanely behind. I mean, now we're about 27.
You're still ruining things, Dylan, by commenting.
I know, right? Do you ever run auction mock drafts? No, we do not, Yoni. For real, the stream is delayed for pick. Dude, we are trying our best. Stream isn't delayed. No, Dude, Dylan, you are contributing. How many times are you going to comment? James Cook, early 3rd, 2 Rich. Yes. Smapson. Yes, sir. Samson was used as 3-down back. Absolutely. To be fair, the U.S. gets worse and worse and worse every day. Yeah, it's kind of a
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a little doom and gloom there.
I think Kirk's a really good pickup. I mean, I hope your girlfriend's satisfied with the 4 condoms on.
Dude, every time.
Tell him Badaki, FSC versus Land. Yes, sir.
All right, settle down, Abigail.
Taking that. Yes, sir. Yeah, relax. Yeah, chill. Spent a lot of time in Kingston, a little bit of Hull. Kingston is fucking shit show.
I got a speeding ticket there once. That's all I know about it.
Yeah.
And there's a major prison there, or was at least at one point. That's pretty much all I know about Kingston.
For a full year, I hate whatever country the person who comes in last in my international redraft league. What the fuck? Yeah, 104.7. Yeah, that's fucking absurd. 415 in your redraft. 16, man. Oh my god, I lose full. Chase Brown, Henderson, Harvey, Pollard, Charbs. Yeah, I mean that's a very solid run backboard there. Sorry for the Fruit Loops is crazy. It was crazy. Anyway, wide receivers, Neighbors, London, Diggs, Addison, Burden, Higgins. Let's say out of 10. I mean, I would give this probably about a 9 out of 10. Like I would say maybe a stronger wide receiver 3. You're feeling very, very good because of that. I mean, you still have Neighbors in London, which is very strong. I think 9's probably where I'm at. 8.5.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's pass the torch here. I'll rip through some comments. You can take a breath. Any auction vids? I mean, Jake's part of the auction gang. No, unfortunately, we don't play auction, so we can't make vids on it. I would love to, but we do not. Chat what y'all think. I don't know, Michael. You didn't say anything. I get Bucky and Rome, but I give away Warren, Golden, and Hampton. I like
Bucky and Rome.
Yeah, I like the Bucky and Rome side there as well. Is this year's league RB heavy or wide receiver heavy?
Depends on your draft.
Yeah. There's 16 worthy first rounders. I agree. Insane amount behind. You're still contributing to it. You're reading the chat faster than they're coming, but somehow making no progress. Hey, we're making progress now. We're only 18 minutes behind now.
Quick maths.
Do you guys have any advice for a guillotine league? I got the 18 spot super flex. I'd say probably want to get a discount on like rookies and slow starters.
Hey, Jared, that's like way over my head.
You don't know what a guillotine league is?
No, an 18 spot super flex guillotine league is something I've never played in.
Yeah, that's like you need to touch grass, honestly, is my advice for you.
Dude, I would like take that water bottle that's been storing your piss and go clear it out.
Yeah. Sorry, do you guys like Marv or JSN more in half PPR? Past JSN and started Bijan. Yeah, in half PPR, I like Marvin a little bit more because
a little bit more upside.
Yeah, a little bit more upside.
How important is early quarterback in a 14-man half PPR? I'd argue it's very much less important in a 14-man half PPR. I like JSN more. That's fair. They're very close. Was y'all strategy for the Flock League to recreate what happened last year between Avery and Nathan? Sorry, Corey.
Yeah.
You're getting called Nathan now, bro.
That's tough. Yeah, fuck. Oh, no, he's saying what's y'all's strategy for the Flock League to recreate? Like,
yeah, he's saying that I fleeced you.
No, he's saying what's our strategy to recreate what happened? Like, we should have a strategy to combine teams, is what he's saying.
Oh, I thought he was mocking.
He's saying you guys should come up with something to do what they did.
We should. I mean, if you want to contribute, I'm always
also
keen.
Spicy. Do we want to do one more draft, or do we want to just let Spicy go here and just finish these comments?
I mean, what's the huge Philly trade? Is this a troll?
Probably like a Tanner McKee trade or something.
They got a tackle.
Oh, nice. Fair enough. I'll grab both a 10-man. Yes, sir. Top 6 quarterbacks. You'll have any draft. Burrow 5A, Baker 5B, in my opinion. Spicy. Not Taco.
Obviously not a question for both. Like, I feel like you set me up for that one.
Tried to delete second comment, just forgot to. Yeah, you're good, Meso. Yeah, you already asked that, Ian. Mace, pass on Bowers for Chase Brown. I mean, depends on the format, but I have Chase Brown.
Spicy, do you have time to do another one, or are you going to be cooked? No, you don't have time. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, Spicy doesn't have time. You can just head out then. Spicy will answer the rest of these comments.
Appreciate you, brother. We're about 17 minutes behind. How do we only make up 1 minute in that stretch? I don't know. Yeah, it's because Dylan's contributing.
Because I said let me hammer out 15 comments, and then you chimed in on every single one.
Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna hammer out comments so fast here, and Danny's not gonna yap. All right, I drafted Collins, Chase Brown, Walker, and Lamar in the 4th round. My league mates are nuts. Absolutely. I love these guys. Appreciate you, Fantasy Dog. Best strategy for Superflex. We have a whole video on it, Chris. Go check it out. I hate these guys because they're like freaking 2 hours, and you're still commenting, Dylan. And I'm actually going to put you in timeout because you're kind of annoying me at this point. I just lost my spot here. Okay. Marks came in after Damian Pierce yesterday. I won't be clicking that guy again this year. Yeah, I think Pierce could definitely be the starter there for the short term if Mixon's out. Justice Hill, I was drafting him a lot early in drafts. I think he could still have some spike week appeal. Pickens in the 5th, Igbuka in the 6th, Golden in the 8th. Yeah, absolutely love that. First pick, any tips after Jamar? I mean, 8-team league, definitely be willing to take one onesie for sure, like Lamar or a Bowers or something. But in the 4th, 5th round, knowing that you could maybe double tap Jalen Hurts and George Kittle might lean me towards getting 2 running backs locked down with those first 2 picks. Salary cap advice, never played in one. Can't really give you any advice on that, unfortunately. There was tight ends going in the 4th round, like Hawkinson, Andrews, and Kelsey in the 6th. Purdy didn't get off the board till the 12th round. When you guys when guys were drafting, I don't know how to answer this question, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to keep going. Is Worthy a strong enough wide receiver 2 on this team? Yeah, I think you're strong at quarterback and you're pretty decent at tight end. I'd rather have a better guy than Ingram, but you're strong enough at quarterback that Worthy's a fine wide receiver 2 there. So with taking Hurts in 103, would you keep Neighbors in the 7th or Bowers in the 11th? 10-man, I think you got to take Bowers in the 11th there. Smash.
All right.
There you go.
My draft in 20 minutes. Wish me luck. Hoping to start CD Chase, Hampton, or Bijan. No, that's perfectly good. Good luck, brother. Nihal. Would you go wide receiver from the 111, grab an H-Chan Henry or an RB1? It really depends what you think is going to make it to the 3-4. If you feel like you can get 2 running backs you like there, I'm perfectly comfortable starting with
Holy
wide
Adderall.
receiver. Yes, sir. Kyle, I would go running back, wide receiver. Yeah, I mean, again, you're going to know your league mates more than I do. Shout out Barcostas. That's what I've been leaning as well. Yep. If y'all think this is bad, wait till you see the week 1 start stream. My auction is fucking elite. Yo, shout out, brother. We're 2 hours behind. They can auction these nuts. What's your opinion of the brachial plexus? I'm a brachial plexus. I'm gonna keep it stacked. Is that something with your?
That's what I have.
Throat?
No, that's my shoulder.
Oh, I had no clue.
What's y'all's opinion of the brachial plexus? Did somebody suffer one? Because that's what my shoulder is.
Dude, I mean, I did not even realize that.
Yeah, that's what it's called officially, medically. Unless does somebody have that injury? Because I'll be kind of hyped up if that's the case.
Dude,
like not for them because it's not great for their football playing careers. But I will say, if someone has that injury, I would be kind of gassed up.
Also, Joe Jam's got the intel. Send Stu's the Venmo, Bush. There you go. Send Stu's the Venmo. Send the Venmo.
Shout out.
I was forced to take him Honor St. Brown and Genty in the 2nd. I don't know how to feel. What do you think? I think that's perfectly
I feel pretty good
there,
about
Taylor. Judkins in the 5th has to be the worst pick. Everybody agrees. Everyone but one person can say that. Yeah,
I am unfortunately the.
No, Nathan is.
Everyone. Oh yeah, yeah.
I
thought he was talking about his comment from before, where the losing a league publicly.
Yeah. This was crazy, by the way. Mute him, yes sir. James Cook or Breece Hall in full PPR. I have James Cook slightly higher now. I did move them after the recent news. Do you still have Breece Hall higher?
Then who? Sorry,
James Cook.
Yes, I still do have Breece Hall higher.
Fair enough. I did end up switching them. Do you guys do any non-PPR scoring leagues? I have no non-PPR scoring leagues, but you say I have a PPR dynasty and a non-PPR redraft. Let them both never stand any standard scoring. Yeah, appreciate that, EB. Unfortunately, we just have no experience. The last time I played in a standard league, I don't think my balls had dropped by then.
Yeah, same. Legitimate. I actually have never played in a standard league, so just doesn't.
I did when I was 13 and 14. My balls were dropped by then. It was more so exaggeration. I promise.
Also, shout out to Seth because it looks like he used 2 different YouTube accounts to comment the same question. That's how you do it. I mean, if you're trying to get around and circumvent the rules here, you got to at least be on multiple accounts.
Should I target quarterback in round 1? And a 3 wide receiver, 3 flex, 2 quarterback? Holy fuck, that is a deep league. Even still, if it's a 2 quarterback league, if you can get one of the top 4 guys, yes. If you don't get one of the top 4 guys, I wouldn't take one in round 1. How many games would I need Judkins to play if I get a majority of my shares of him between ADP 100 to 160? Honestly, if you can get 8 usable weeks from Judkins in the 100 to 160 range, you're feeling very, very good about that pick.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You'll see this in 30 minutes. And know my girlfriend's
joke's on you. 8 minutes.
Appreciate that, brother. Best ball. Pretty sure my uncle's cousin's boyfriend pulled you over.
I think you're capping about that, but that would be funny if it was true.
Hey, fellas, would you feel safe riding Hampton or Harvey the first few weeks, or would you run out Eckler as a safer RB2? I'm playing Hampton and Harvey over Eckler until further notice.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if Eckler's a usable RB2 in the first couple of weeks, but definitely not over Hampton.
Y'all boys doing puppy? Yeah, we already did a puppy. Appreciate you, Anthony. 18-team guillotine. I wish I had that many friends. Yeah, for real. Gave up Bijan, blah, blah, blah. And okay. So you gave up Bijan, Sutton, Algier. You got Rome, James Cook, Charbonnet, Sampson at first. I mean, Sutton and Algier versus Charbonnet.
Yeah, I mean,
Cook.
Bijan to me is worth like Rome, James Cook in the first. So it's like Charbonnet and Sampson for Sutton and Algier. I think I kind of like the package a little bit more than the Bijan side, as much as I love Bijan.
I think it's fair to me. One more draft. Yes, sir. I thought Bush was CD the way he smells his fingers.
No, I told you my allergies are acting up. I'm itching my nose.
Smelling your fingers is insane.
Aaron, full PPR. There's no shot Anthony's asking a week 1 start set question right now.
Yeah, we are. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Early
no
lean
they play. No clue. I would say in a vacuum, I'd probably lean Ridley, but I have no effing clue who they play.
Ridley plays. They play the Broncos. Ridley, right?
Don't try and figure this out.
No, Ridley plays the Broncos.
Okay, well then I'll go Myers then.
Okay. Not Aaron Jones?
Yeah, I want to see what the backfield looks like.
Oh, fair enough. Cook, I was talking about these guys that were taking tight ends early, and those quarterbacks that were pretty exotic to see. Yes, sir. Had my draft 2 days ago with my Buffoon League. May started Lamb, HNT, Kittle, Hampton. That's what we call a smash. Good job, Talon. No, I'm studying the brachial plexus right now, and yeah, it's how the nerves in the armpit area come together and then branch out.
It's what happened to me at birth. There was a lot of people commented on the Flock League vlogs, like, "Hey, dude, what's good with your shoulder?" It's like in the birth canal, my shoulder and my armpit and my collarbone collapsed, and that's why I've had like 3 surgeries on it.
Yeah, you're cooking.
But yeah, that's what it's called. That's the official name of it.
Yeah, so if you need an expert on the study, you got one right here, brother.
I don't know shit about it medically. I just know that I have it.
Talk about experience, bro. Get interviewed. Say like, so you've dealt with this. How you feeling?
Yeah.
How come y'all say the positional advantage like Bowers early quarterbacks are more valuable in 10-man leagues compared to 12? Because there's inherently less people in the league. So the impact of having an elite player at the position will offset like the flex value that people can get by building through value in their drafts. So theoretically, with less people in the league,
too, like because there's only 4 elite quarterbacks and 3 elite tight ends, that's a larger. Sorry, not a larger percentage. There's a smaller percentage of guys in your league that can match your production, and there's more available waiver wire guys that if you miss on the position or stream the position, you can get access.
It's easier to collect that.
You can't replace a Jalen Hurts. You can't replace a Lamar Jackson on the waiver wire. That's basically why.
Correct. I'm generally trying to figure out all that with all due respect. I'm assuming you're agreeing with Freak, but yeah, I appreciate that. That sucks, Bush. You got compression of your plexus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went over my head for a second. Would you go wide receiver? You already asked that. I might have been
someone told him to scroll up. Thoughts on Nick Chubb? I mean, he's a fine late round dart throw. I'll take over some here. Thanks fellas. What's going on? Oh, shoot, they're close now. Let's see if I can comment. Yep, you are back indeed. Flex spot, week 1, Igbuka or Hunter. Again, we're not answering a week 1 question here, but I would say Pacheco probably in week 1, given that the rookies are maybe a little bit unproven at the moment. But I'd say probably Hunter and Pacheco, I would say, just to see what I honestly start the rookies. I don't give a shit.
Live a little. PPR, let's throw those fucking rookies in and let's have some fun. We almost here. I didn't realize I was being a dick. You're good, Dylan. Don't worry. Broncos in a keeper league. Are you keeping Sutton or Rice? I'm having this program. My keepers are due tomorrow. If this is a shallow league starting lineup, like a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, I'm just taking Rashee Rice because I'm looking at the value over replacement. When he is in my lineup, you're potentially getting 19, 20 points per game. Dan Bush, that stinks. Hope you're doing well now. I mean, you can ask.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
here. Insane Pace comment reading. GG lads, appreciate you there, Joe. Similar Bush, but I have scoliosis that makes my shoulders dip a little bit. Yes, sir. I mean, we go the connection.
All right, everyone, throw their reflections in the chat.
Yes, sir. I'm finally caught up. Yes, sir. Keep Laporta end of the 7th or Bigsby in the 14th. I'm keeping Bigsby because I think he should be about 10th rounder.
Yeah, I mean, Laporta goes in the end of the 7th, but in a depleted draft, I'd rather have Laporta, to be honest.
Damn, Badaki, I was saying the same thing about your entire team. That's unfortunate.
FSC RB room look rough in the block. Like my RB room's chilling, bro.
Badaki, I will say though, I do appreciate that you're my rival because now I get to play you 2 times this year.
Yeah, and Badaki, if you want to make a trade, I got wide receivers galore, and I would be down to make a trade for even just a bench running back for a bench wide receiver. I'd be so down for it. So if you're down for it, hit me up.
No, but Badaki knows I love him though. Like all jokes aside, I literally said this like during the Flock League vlog. I'm like on camera rivals, off camera besties. Like I literally said that. Badaki can confirm. He's the boy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, we're probably going to sign out of here because I'm starving. Yes, and I have a hero RB. Yes, week 1 start sit. I hope we don't have a million questions, but we probably will. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. I have 6 picks in the first 4 rounds. How do I make the most of it?
How do you make the most of it? Go cook your league mates because you have access to our rankings and you will have the best values in your draft and more shots at them.
Yeah. Cosby, we answered this already, brother.
Yes, sir.
Chase Brown is the answer.
Yes, sir. Downtown, baby.
Downtown, yep.
Can't wait to start shit talking the guys you beat in the Flock League. Appreciate that, freak. Chase Brown, all love. Good night, boys. Yo, I appreciate you, Badaki. Appreciate you tuning in. And don't worry, I will be in your guys' next stream as well. Talking ball, because that's what I like to do. Anytime you guys see the Fantasy Stock Exchange account in a stream at about 10 p.m., it's always going to be me. You don't even have to ask the question
by then, so it's not me.
Mason humbling this guy.
I could use a Mason. I could use Mason coming in like 7th place. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, I might smack him around, and Drake London might be the biggest reason why. If I want to watch it, you already asked that, Jacob, but appreciate your consistency. Good night, fellas. Great live. Appreciate you. Wait, dude, we said Chase Brown multiple times, Cosby.
Yeah, I mean, Cosby, you need to not be like the real Cosby here.
You need to touch some grass. Peace vid schedule. Yes, sir. Please get out vid soon. I'm starting to itch. Yeah, a vid is literally coming out in a minute. So
yeah, we got the Yahoo strategy video is coming out in a minute. Quick vid schedule for the week. Danny's doing his best picks by round, rounds 1 through 15, his best picks by round. I'm doing that Tuesday. Danny's doing it Monday. How to win your home league. I'm going to see if I can pull that information that I talked about where you guys can put in your own home league data from the past couple of years. And then skyrocketing preseason stuff we might do on Tuesday as well if we have some rankings changes. Wednesday, top 5 sleepers. I'm still going. Hold on. Worst pick by round will be also on Wednesday. My breakouts will be on Thursday. Danny's breakouts on Friday. Dynasty trade targets before the season starts on Friday as well. My sleepers Saturday. My guys on Sunday. That's the whole week schedule.
181 still in here. As soon as we end the stream, I want to see all 181 of you in that video. I'm not even joking. I want to see all the comments say I was here from the stream. You go click on that video, say I was here from the stream, and I want to see that algorithm bumping. It's fucking August, last week of the off season. Let's get it. You guys have your drafts. We got you covered. Go show that support. Algorithm out.
Yes. And also, I do love that number 12 spot. I'd live and die by that last place finish. And you know what? Sir. It's going to be flipped around because I'm going to be 1.2.
Amen.
This year.
Peace out, guys.
Stop crashing out. Anyways, appreciate you guys.